the Speak in Code Podcast. And now introducing Code, Conspiracy of a Dead Man.
Over 100 people dead.
Chante, the homie. Servant with a noble cause. And Teddy Bear Dynamite. These are the hosts of the Speak in Code Podcast.
Yeah.
Why I could I would think New York, you'd actually have like a lot more illegals there. Like you'd be spending more time there than fucking Minnesota or Minneapolis, wherever the fuck they are.
Yeah.
It just seems weird to me. It's like, yo, why are you guys still there? I don't know. It just seems weird. And like when they brought that main guy in and he's walking down the street and they're videoing it, it just seems so like reality TV to me.
Well, a couple weeks ago, they had the guy burning the American flag and then just walking away. And then they chased him down
Yeah,
the
they
street. Like,
followed
what
that
the fuck are you
motherfucker.
doing? Yeah. Like, what are you doing? And like,
Yep.
oh, and he just keeps walking. And then you got there was baseball coaches today. I seen a video, like on a recruiting trip or something. And they're walking and this guy's like chasing them down the street, making them say, fuck ice. And it's like, yo, like, chill the fuck out, people. Like, seriously, it's just getting out of control. It's getting absolutely out of control.
Oh, they were telling him to say fuck ice so they were going to beat his ass, right? Or some shit. I
Yeah.
saw that.
Yeah.
Fucking insane.
Yeah.
I don't know, like, I don't know if it's because like you're scared that you're on camera, but yo, like one of those pussy motherfuckers got in my face and said that shit. I just clock them.
Yeah.
You hit one of them, the rest are gonna fucking run for the most part. Isn't
That's
that
All of them are going to
do
run.
that?
Mm-hmm.
They're not expecting you to do that at all. It's just fucking weird. It's like sometimes I'm just like, why don't people like? Are you afraid for somebody to see you fight back?
Well, that's probably an insurance thing. It's like if I got you on camera, of course they're going to edit it. They're going to show the guy attacking him, not showing the first punch.
Oh yeah.
You know, and then they'll be like, I got that on camera. And you're like, crap, I have nothing on camera. I have nobody here that's got my back. And then what about that one dude that was like, he was like almost like a Proud Boy in a way. He's going with a vest on.
Yeah,
He was out kissing the wall in Israel. They
yo,
were trying to make it seem like he was like a white supremacist, like conservative, and they're like, dude, this dude voted Democrat every single time, and here's a video of him kissing the wall in Israel with the freaking
Yes.
yarmulke on. Like he's not a Christian or
you
anything.
saw that guy, right?
Yeah,
Yo, he was like
And then-
screaming some MAGA shit.
yeah, and
They're
they
like,
pulled
yo,
him
this
down
dude
and
is not
started
real.
beating him up. I think I saw a video where they pulled him off of like some steps of some sort, and like I don't know if he was like, it was almost like it almost reminded me of like January 6th, like a small version of that. Like, we're gonna storm the Capitol. They show him standing there like on the steps, like he isn't going in or anything. And then there was like a bunch of people that surrounded him and like pulled him down. They were gonna start beating him up. Somebody said he got stabbed, and I'm like, I don't buy that either. But what I was gonna ask you guys too, so like when we were talking about the George Floyd thing, that was like one of the first psyops that I feel like that I was like, something's off. Like something in my gut seeing the video, I was like, whoa, that's messed up. For one, why are they showing this on TV? They're showing the guy dying. And then not only that, but every single time I saw a video of them going into the convenience store where he had the money, seeing the cops out front, seeing the EMTs, seeing all the people with their phones. This was like prime 2020 when they were like, everything's locked down. Everybody was masked up, and they were in a blue city where everybody was scared of COVID. None of them had masks on. And I feel like that was like a big area where everybody had masks on, whether they were outside by themselves or whether they were like the cops didn't have masks. The EMTs didn't have masks. Supposedly George had COVID and he had fentanyl in him. And it was like all of these random things. And you're like, something ain't adding up. And then I was just telling Raj before you went to the back room for a second. But like, I feel like when they say like snitches get stitches, what happened to the guy that actually called the cops on him for having a fraudulent money or whatever?
Yo, right?
Like, you don't think that the convenience store, they would have like had his face out? Like, it was more of like the cops' fault. But I'm like, why are you calling the cops over a fake $20 bill? Take the 20, tell them to get out of your store.
Yeah, right.
Like,
That is actually kind of it. I tell you the truth. When that shit happened, I did think like, yo, how the fuck does this happen over a fake $20 bill?
Yes.
You know, I'm like, if you got a $20 bill, and like, I'm just like trying to think, how does the cops end up there? Like, they don't show up that fast.
No.
Like, it just made honestly no sense to me how the whole situation. Because like I would think like you just said, get the fuck out of here, or you take the shit back, tell him to get the fuck out. This shit's no good. Like how long was he in the store? It just makes no sense. Did you guys argue for 20 minutes and you call the cops at the beginning of the argument? Like,
yeah, like was there a threat?
Honestly, I'd feel like a dick calling the cops over a $20 fucking fake bill.
Yeah. And not only that, but like he went back to his car with his girlfriend and he was in the car driving away. Like, why? I'm like just thinking, like, is a fake 20 that big of a deal? Well, I think he was sitting out front in the car. Like, they didn't just drive away and leave. I don't know if they were arguing or like what the situation was in the car, but it's like the cops roll up that fast, and then they're like,
the cop that rolled up was Chauvin, who worked with him at the strip club, and that's eventually where the money was getting pushed through a lot, was at the strip club to launder it.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's a great way to do it. Obviously, to just literally throw money around in there.
And you know what? I think the strip club was called the Leering Center.
Probably was, dude. It probably fucking.
I think that whole thing was called too. My opinion.
They misspelled a freaking strip club. It said Stip Club on the front. You're like, oh, there's Somalian strip clubs.
They're everywhere.
Yeah.
They're all funded though, funded millions of dollars.
Yes, exactly. Oh, what the heck? My lights freaking dropped.
What's up, Alex?
Have y'all mentioned Have y'all mentioned the Somali tunnel thing yet, or no?
Tunnel? No.
Oh, y'all didn't see that? Oh my gosh! Let me see if I can find
cops on dropping bombs on us. All right.
I know. I'm like, what tunnels? I know.
So
of a
apparently, it was
tunnels.
under a. I don't know if it was under a hotel or an apartment complex, but yeah, the Somalis had like this ring of. They were the ones smuggling drugs too. So like they had. Let me find this post.
I'm telling you guys, New York City, when I was down there for Christmas time, I was down in Canal Street. I had to go back for a court date. And the court was down by like Canal Street. And I got off the subway down there and I'm walking down. And people who don't know, Canal Street is Chinatown, Little Italy. That's all you see. It's mostly Chinatown. It's all the old Asian ladies selling handbags and Gucci slippers.
You're in New York?
Yeah, I'm in upstate New York. I'm upstate. Yeah, I'm in the Albany area. So I go down to help my buddy with his Christmas tree business. So I had to go back. I'm sitting there, and from me, from when I went down there years ago for field trips with school, go to see the tree and all that shit, that's what we see. We see the old Asian people doing their thing, selling fake sunglasses, everything else. Now it is not. It's Somalis all day. They're out early. It's totally different. I barely seen any Asians in Chinatown, man. It was crazy. It was absolutely crazy. So like there's probably tunnels. I mean, there's obviously tunnels in New York, but they're probably doing the same thing in New York.
So I found it. It's like, it says in a shocking twist that reads like a Hollywood blockbuster, a coordinated FBI and ICE raid has rocked Minneapolis, revealing a sophisticated tunnel network beneath a luxury mansion owned by prominent immigration attorneys. Skeptics might gasp, but the evidence is staggering. What began as a routine investigation has escalated into one of the largest federal enforcement operations in Midwest history, exposing deep cartel infiltration that reaches every level of society. As federal forces swept through Minneapolis, St. Paul metropolitan area, executing simultaneous raids at over 60 locations connected to the Al Hadud logistics syndicate. They uncovered a staggering 2.64 tons of cocaine, heroin, fentanyl, and methamphetamine hidden in underground vaults, along with a jaw-dropping $18.7 million in cash, with 96 suspects arrested in a mere 6-hour blitz.
Jeez.
That one's probably real because I didn't hear any 33s in there.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. If it's real, that's wild, though. $18 million in cash and
that's a lot.
Tons of drugs.
Yo, that is a lot of fucking drugs, man. Well, oh my God. And the type of drugs that they got caught with, how much fucking money that is?
I was gonna say street value. That's a lot of money. For
Yeah,
those
like a
drugs.
kilo of heroin's probably like 60 grand. And with fentanyl, probably, oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, dude. I seen a video of a kid. He got pulled over. Y'all might have seen it too. The dude, he was like, state trooper pulled him over. State trooper's on the opposite side of the interstate. It's like, when do you ever think a state trooper that's sitting on the other side of the interstate is going to pull you over while you're hauling down the other side? So he's going like 82 and a 65. The state trooper just whips in, crosses the median, and goes over there, pulls him over. Dude's got a whole trunk full of fentanyl pills. But like, you know how the stop goes, and it's like, what are y'all doing? They get him and his mom. I guess it was his mom. I don't know. The lady that was riding with him was supposed to be his mom. But him and his mom are riding. He's like, he gives her a story. She gives the cop a story. It's a little construed. So they look at it kind of crazy. Dude looks at him kind of crazy, asks if he can search. And then the dude just hugs his mom. So the cop's like, all right, well, what do you got on you? And then he pops the trunk, and it's just a like suitcase full of fentanyl pills.
Jeez.
It's crazy, dude. That stuff is just it's so prevalent. Like that's, I don't know. I don't want to get you on the rant of my podcast, but yeah, dude. Like, buddy of mine that's gonna be the co-host or is the co-host. I don't know. He's got a lot going on. He just had another baby, so he's dealing with 6 kids now. But he's overdosed. I don't want to say that he's overdosed. I think more than 10 times.
Oh,
and now he's sober. Like sober. He's killing it. Just had another baby. Like, dude, it's awful. But that was never around when we was in high school. We didn't have that. It was like, I don't know. I hung out in the hood, so we had like we was sipping lean and smoking weed. Like the most we did was like snort coke. So like it wasn't nothing. It wasn't nothing crazy. But meth was around too. We didn't have nothing to do with fentanyl. Then after we stopped, it's like, bro, it took over. It's ruining the county.
You know, when I was I don't know if you guys know, I have mentioned myself though on my own show and other people's shows. Back in 2013, I went to federal prison for 2 years for making steroids. I was
making steroids.
I was manufacturing them and then selling them too over the internet. And I was getting the hormones from China. And even then, when I started buying like a lot of stuff, I started selling a lot of shit. They were trying to push fentanyl on me then. Like, oh, you know how much you could sell this for over in the United States? So even from 2012, 11, I had people in China that was buying like, steroid hormones from trying to push fentanyl on me hard. They were always asking me. I was like, yo, I explained to them. I said, you realize there's a difference between the charges on these drugs, right? Like I get caught with steroids and I get caught with fentanyl. I'm fucked. Like,
yeah,
dude.
I can take the steroid time, but I'm scared of that fentanyl time. No, I'm sorry.
It's like steroids. You might take down Vince McMahon. Fentanyl, you might take down the whole WWE.
Well, even besides that, it's like, I doubt anybody's like robbing their grandmother to buy a bottle of testosterone from me. I don't need people like stealing, fucking holding up stores to buy fentanyl.
Yeah. Just in there Jones and just roaring it up.
Yeah, right.
I need
that I don't think anybody's eating out of dumpsters because they're shooting up testosterone.
Yeah.
Right. Well, the thing you said about the charge, though, look, I got a buddy of mine. I don't know if I'll ever bring him on here. Me and him is my best friend growing up. We kind of parted ways, but he still lives in the past, bro. I don't know. It's just you got to grow up at some time. But
I'm never going back.
He's he's literally, when I say the luckiest man on the planet, I don't care about anybody's stories. He is the literal luckiest man on the planet. Fell asleep at the wheel. I don't know if he was taking the pills or what. Fell asleep at the wheel, crashed the car. State troopers, they all pull up on him because he done wrecked in the middle of a field. Bag of fentanyl and other pills, and he was still probably selling weed. So I don't even know if I got the weed charge, but he was going to get 20 to life, right? Like they was going to put him away, and I talked to him, seen him, like he knew what happened, he knew what he was doing, like he was going to go away. Dude, messed up on the paperwork. One of the, I don't know if it was the other person's lawyer or attorney, somebody messed up on his paperwork, and when we went to trial, they just had to drop everything because it was what's it called whenever it's like negligence, but there's a word for it when you do it on paper.
Fraud.
Well, it'd be like it's negligent. In a sense, it's negligence because like she didn't do her part to fill out the entirety of the paperwork, or she filled it out wrong. Something. But either way, because of a paperwork mishap, no jail time, scot free.
Damn.
I'd call them, but I ain't.
You're like, I don't want to be a part of this.
That's wild. That's fucking wild.
I'm trying to
Code,
pull
I
it
sent you a
up.
couple of videos of. I sent you one video with Nick Shirley, fucking actually on Canal Street, pretty much right
Yes.
where I was. Wiping off some Somalians off the corner, almost getting jumped. He pretty much got jumped a little bit until the security had to jump in.
Jeez. I'm trying to pull it up right now, but
Alex, if you don't mind, only because like I don't know who you. I've seen you in the chat, but I don't know who you are. What's like what's your deal? Like what's your podcast about and everything? If you don't mind me asking.
All right, so it kind of started like we're in.
I'm not interrogating.
No, you're cool, buddy.
Okay, all right. Okay, yeah.
But like we started in this recovery program. Like my entire family's been addicts. Like it was kind of at a sense they were lost. Everybody was lost. I say that. I don't want to. They're not now, but at the time I didn't think the family was ever going to be a family again. Nothing like that. And I'll tell a little bit of my story. I have a twin sister. She started doing uppers. Like she was on meth at 14. I was just smoking weed, snorting pills. Like I thought I was better than them though. So I disowned my sister. Told her I didn't want no part of her.
Been like that.
And then literally like 15 years later, all it took was for me to say, look, I care. I just want you to do right. What do I got to do? And that's all it took for her to just, all right, my brother cares again. I'm going to get sober. And she got sober the right way. Like now she's in a rehab that's she's actually staff now. She's overseer. They study the Bible 5 hours a day, which is like, it seems a little much, but like that's what they're ingrained with. So like if we went out to eat and my family don't like, my granddad was a pastor, but my mom and them don't pray. She was always scared to go to church, stuff like that. We sat down to eat. My mom asked who's going to pray. My sister prays for us over dinner in the middle of a restaurant. So I'm like, all right, what in the world? This is news. I never thought this was possible. And in the recovery program, we have people that tell their testimony. They'll come in, they'll share their story about what God's done in their life or how they got sober. But you can never ask them advice. So like one of the, I guess you would say like rules is we're there for support. My advice only works for me because again, I can't promise anything that worked for me, trying to get me sober. None of that's going to work for you. Like it doesn't work both ways. Like it's a step, it's a process you got to take. You know what I mean?
Personal.
Exactly. So like, but you have to willingly want to do that. And like with my sister, she willingly wanted to take the steps. And it wasn't just because I told her I cared about her, but she saw that she had somebody else in the family that cared, her, twin brother, stuff like that. But you see that and you wanted to share with these other people, but you can't. And you can't record in a lot of these services. Some of them will let you share their testimony live, but a lot of them don't. And then when you get into small groups at the end of these, like NA or stuff like that, like they'll have small groups at the end where you can just share. It's kind of like open therapy. You got 15, 30 other guys around you. They're all either 60, 70 years old or like my age or 30, 40 years old. But there's everybody that's in there is from 18 up. So like you have a bunch of different varieties of people that's going through different things and we're there for support. So like I can go in there and say my life has been absolute trash. It's in a church. I don't want to say that I hate God, but you can go in there and say something like that. And it's not anybody's place in there to tell you anything other than that. There's one of the rules is no crosstalk. So it's when two individuals engage in conversation that excludes everybody else. So like right now, if me and Drew was to start talking and just ignore both of y'all, even if y'all are in the middle of talking, or if y'all just said something to us and we just drop that and start talking, it makes y'all feel, in a sense, less important. And if you're in a room of people that are in a vulnerable state like that, it's going to make them feel less important for sure. So you have to make sure everybody has a stable place to share, but you can't give advice. And that's where the testimony comes in. So like I'm here for, if you want to listen to somebody's advice, listen to the podcast. You're more than welcome to hear it. Now, whether you take it or not, that's not on you. You do what you feel like you're led to do. So if it's NA, AA, if a faith-based recovery, like if that's what you need to do, go ahead. But like you're going to hear stories of everything. So not just recovery, but I wanted to get like coaches and I got a fighter on. I got here in a couple of weeks, I got a credit. What would you call him? Like a credit advisor. Like he started his own credit business and he went to school with me. Like he started his own credit business and now it's kind of booming, but he wants to share about how God has helped him get to that place. So like every walk of life. And it's not all just about like Christian stuff. So, but at the end, I ask one question. So if anybody's listening to y'all's podcast and want to know, you have to answer the question, do you believe God made an impact on your life? I've had everybody say yes so far. There will be somebody that's going to say no, and I completely understand. Like I actually had somebody answer with because there are certain programs that just want you to have a higher power. It doesn't have to be God. It could be your doorknob. If that's what you feel like you have to touch every day, or that's what you're focused on, like that, just, you know.
It's the chair of the meeting.
Exactly. Well,
Yeah,
like in a sense, you could think of your kids as your higher power. Like, what makes you want to get up every day? What do you have faith in that if you put your time and effort into, it can help you get better? That could be your higher power. So I've heard it answered that way, but I've had nobody answer no yet. And I'm curious because I'm going to reiterate their testimony, and I'm just going to tell them why I feel like God made a difference. They can hear me out. They don't have to, but I still feel like I'm planting that seed. That's all that matters. So like, you're going to hear everybody on. So like the credit advisor, next week, I have a ringside announcer from Thailand that's going to be on a live. So if any of y'all want to hop in with that, hop in, because I'm new to the live still, but I don't want to be the only one with this guy because he's super hype. I'm kind of laid back. I need somebody else that's got like some pump to him.
What do you mean, like ringside announcer, like for Muay Thai or something?
Yes, Muay Thai fighting, kind of like UFC, but it's just like these dudes going absolute berserk in the ring. Like it's nothing like over
elbows,
here.
knees,
dude, getting faces shattered. Like and it's funny because he'll send voice messages and he sounds just like the ringside announcer. Like he sounds hype, and it's just like, bro, all right, you're off work.
Yeah,
but he got the job for a reason. So like, I get it. But no, it's pretty neat, man. Like any of y'all, and if y'all want to come on, I'll tell y'all this too. So the people I work for here in the town, they have a fancy hotel. I don't even want to gas them up, but it is #1 boutique hotel in America on medallion score. So like, but if y'all ever want to come down to Arkansas, I will buy the room. I can't really afford like gas and all your other amenities, but I can get you a room. And if you want to come on the podcast, it is first person interviews. So like I like to share the testimonies in first person. So you get to hear their stories. Like the other guy, I'm obviously not gonna be able to go to Thailand, so y'all can all hop on. Like it's just gonna be just like this.
Where are you near Little Rock? I was actually just there like 3 or 4 months ago. If I would have known you, I would have actually came too.
No, I'm right across the river from Memphis. If you was to build a bridge from Germantown across the river, I'm 10 minutes from Germantown, but it takes us an hour and a half to get to Memphis because we got to drive down to West Memphis and go up. But no, I live in Wilson, Arkansas.
Okay. Yeah, I went to like some Bigfoot paranormal event over there.
In Arkansas?
Yeah, it was it's like it was at supposedly it was like it's supposed to be like the biggest like paranormal event in the state every year. It was like it was 2 days or some shit. It was 2 floors at some memorial veteran memorial museum or something.
If you come down here, you'd have to check out some stuff right here. Nobody does any paranormal anything. And me and my buddy at work was talking about that. There's got to be stuff around here. Like we don't have any stories of it. There's a couple houses. There's one that's fenced in and they won't tear it down because like that was the haunted house. Like but it's right next to the steel mill. So like the steel mill really wants to tear it down. The city doesn't because it's like it's the one known paranormal house.
Jeez.
But other than that, we don't have anything. Like this town's so old. It was founded on like cottonseed. Like they own a gin, but they have a special type of cottonseed that does something. I don't know. But they're known for their cotton. So like it's a cotton town, but there's all these old buildings that even the hotel, if you was to come and stay in it, it's built in this old they used to be apartments back in the 40s, and then it was our supermarket underneath, and then they took that out, and then they found other older not building, but like a basement and stuff in there, and there's an old safe that they kept because it was the Wilsons like office, I guess. Like the people that founded the town. But there's a big safe in there. There's hidden rooms. There's I don't even know how to explain it. There's a mansion on the back side of town. There's also another mansion, but somebody just bought it, and I don't know.
There's definitely some haunted stories in that town.
Yeah.
Yes.
The history of that.
And
people have died there. No, just kidding.
It's a slave town. It's a slave town. So like it's been founded a long time ago, and I'm not a big fan of saying that because I don't want nobody to think you own
slaves.
It's Arkansas. Please don't call me racist. But
I don't want people to know that I own slaves. No,
absolutely not. No. But no. So it's weird though because like this is why I say it feels like a scary movie, but Hallmark setting. So like they have these old pictures of when the slaves are like picking cotton or like sitting on top of these old horse and buggy when they used to pull cotton with horse and buggy, and it's like this big wooden trailer, and it's just a dude sitting on top of the cotton. like with the reins. They have all that, but it's hidden away on these back aisles by the back offices where the big wigs sit, and it's just it's so weird, man. It's so weird.
That's too funny. I'll show you this this video Raj sent me. If I can pull up the right one. Oh no, sorry, I have the wrong.
What is this?
Oh God, I forgot about that. Shit was weird too with that guy that's on the top right. You remember that shooting? What was that in Australia?
I don't know what you guys are seeing. I don't know why that's showing. Oh wait, this guy?
Yeah, that whole situation was wild.
Okay, I didn't mean to pull that up.
Netanyahu's mouth about it. He's like, "Oh, this happened because you let anti-Semitism get too far." Like, what the fuck, bro?
Yeah. So this is crazy. This is kind of how I'll do the doom scrolling or the trauma dumping show, where it's like I have all these different topics. Like this one's Psy-Op, and it's like I have all these different videos on Psy-Ops. So that was one of them. With the guy that was bleeding right here. And I think down here, this dude, he speaks like he's from France, but he breaks all these videos down. You just have to read the subtitles. I'm like, dang it. But what I was trying to show was, okay, remove that. Share this one. Here it is. All right, this is the one that Roger wanted me to share.
We're recording.
The one below it. The next one.
Yeah, we follow procedure.
It is the next one?
Flagged on screening.
This is some lady, though, Somalian chick trying to get out of there with $1 million.
Okay, so that one, I don't know why the audio is not playing on that one at all.
You know what worries me about this stuff now is like, is it AI now? It's so shit looks so real. You don't even know what the fuck's real anymore.
That one I think was AI. The lady with the money. I think that was.
But did y'all see where that video is stemmed from? It was them. I saw a post. I had to pull it up, but they were like just carrying across like $200,000, $300,000.
We're gonna go set up shop. We're gonna see what happens here on Canal Street. All right, set up shop.
Here's the Nick Shirley one where he's like, he's going to different
You guys are
vendors
leaving?
where they have
Wait,
like their stuff out,
We're selling too.
and then
Can I
they're
sell
all
right
just
here?
like start running away.
What do you
from
think
them.
about the count?
Why isn't this?
You are trying to make a living.
So you don't care that just law and
hear
order is
the
not being
audio?
upheld?
What is law and order?
The laws of the land being upheld here in the United States.
Well,
Can you guys hear it?
Every single law.
So the law to like
I can't
kidnap
hear
people for making a living?
If they came into the country illegally and ICE finds out that they're illegal, they have the right to deport them. It's not a human right to be here in the United States. It's a privilege.
Interesting. So how do you feel about your privilege being born into this?
Yeah, I'm very lucky.
How about your ancestors who came here and stole land from indigenous people? How do we feel about that?
There's actually a conquered war, and then they bought it.
ICE is kidnapping people?
Kidnapping, define kidnapping.
They're taking them off their street. They haven't done anything wrong. They came here to make a living because their countries are unlivable because of the U.S. imperialism that is happening in their countries, stealing their resources, their land, their gas, their way of living. What do you think you're doing here?
You said they're kidnapping folks. If they're here illegally.
Are they here illegally though? You don't even know
These
that.
guys cross the border.
Who cares about the fucking
Illegally.
border? You guys cross the border all the time traveling.
With the visa, legally.
Legally is not a quotation that we throw around and put on Hallmark cards. Yes.
Somebody gets to define the law, and it's never the people who get affected by that law.
That's a complete lie. We live in a democracy. The
We
only
do
laws
not
that
live in a democracy.
What do we
Trump,
live in?
Trump is in a fascist American
Trump
machine.
won the both popular and electoral vote. That is the
He did not
definition.
win the popular
He won
vote.
both.
The
He won the popular and the electoral.
If
This
a
time around.
quarter of the country votes for him and half the country doesn't vote, is that a democracy? What do you think a democracy is?
Every person that had the opportunity to vote had that was not taken away from them, voted for Trump.
What do you think about the counterfeit selling and everything that takes place on campus?
People are trying to make a living.
So you don't care that just law and order is not being upheld?
I don't know why it wasn't playing, or I couldn't hear any of the volume at all.
Oh wow,
That's weird.
It's
that lady was mad.
Are you using OBS?
She was pissed.
Code, are you using OBS?
No, I'm using StreamYard, but usually I'm gonna try one more real fast. Let me just see if this works.
You know how many times I've thought to myself before, like, why don't I just fucking go over to Italy and just stay there? But I was like, do I really want to go through the bullshit in case I get like in trouble? So like, I don't do it. I know what the fuck's going on. Like, I don't understand.
Do you hear me?
Like, I know, like, maybe crazy shit's going on, but like, I don't understand why people can't grasp the idea that you came here illegally and you get arrested. It's your fault because you made that choice.
They're all missing the one big word: illegally. If you do something illegally, you get in trouble for it. If you
Like,
drive too fast, you broke the law. It's illegal. You're gonna get a speeding
I
ticket.
don't understand that.
You drive without a license, you're gonna get a ticket for it because it's illegal. Like, this is all part of it. You come here illegally, you're not allowed to be here. We go somewhere else, we gotta get our passport stamped.
Yeah, and you know
what's,
when
what's the fucking difference?
if I want to move to Italy, I'm gonna have to learn Italian. It's not like all of a sudden everybody's gonna learn English. You know what I'm saying? I gotta learn their fucking language, and I gotta go through the right fucking paperwork. Why is that like okay with me, but other people it's like, what the fuck? I don't know. Like, even my family did that when they came here. They learned English before they moved from Italy, so they knew how to fucking talk to people. Swear to God, they made sure they knew English before they came in.
Oh yeah, that's what my family had to do too. It's like my great grandpa came here from Italy, and then he left my great grandma there for like I think a year or two before he had enough money saved up here to get her brought here and stuff. And it was like we had one of my grandpa's. Well, I guess it would have been one of my great uncles. He ended up coming home from school and telling his parents in Italian, "Hey, I got a bad grade, or I got in trouble because I wasn't speaking English." And my great grandpa tied him to a tree and whipped him. Pretty much was like, "You stop learning English or stop speaking Italian." Then he's like, "You're an American now. Like, do not speak Italian at all." And pretty much was almost forcing him not to speak Italian. Like, he had to speak with his parents and stuff, but other than that, it was like, don't speak Italian anymore.
Yeah, my grandmother literally had someone come over and teach her English, like literally tutored her.
Jeez.
Before she came here, like, what the fuck? I don't know. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, it's weird. It's like people don't want to assimilate, but it's also like I understand keeping your traditions or keeping your culture when you come here, but it's also like you don't make that your priority. Like you're trying to become a part of something else. You're not trying to bring in everything here. And it's weird, man. It's like I feel like that's what everybody does here nowadays. It's like they think that it's almost like they're entitled, but it's like keep your stuff, keep your traditions, keep your culture, but like just know you keep it in your house. Don't bring it out in the streets.
Yeah, right. At least it's like the Italians came over here and gave us pizza and fucking,
Yeah, spaghetti and meatballs.
At least they gave us something.
Yeah. They gave us Papa John's. No.
Yeah, that was you who had the Papa John's. Yeah, actually, like.
But I don't know why the videos that I'm showing are not popping up at all. Like the audio is not working. That's good, but I want to know. I'm watching videos for the first time. I'm like, I have no idea what they're saying. They're just over there saying the N-word the whole time. I'm like, oh, sorry guys. Oh. Teddy Dynamite jumps on, like, what are you doing? My bad. All right. Well, this one, I think this is these are like my Psy-Op videos. I'll play it again.
Hey, I'm NYPD. You hear me? Badge right here. What you doing is illegal. Sir, no, you back up. I got authority on this block, just like you think you do. You can't snatch people off the street without a warrant. We're conducting. And I'm telling you right now, federal or not, it's against the law. I'm an officer of the law too, hermano. You put hands on anyone out here.
Yeah, so that video is not real. Has hundreds of thousands of views, thousands of likes. Not real. There are videos on that page with millions of views that are the same kind of content, also not real. I mean, check this one out that has started circulating to other pages and stuff. Millions of views between the various places that these videos are going, and these videos are not real.
Jeez.
Here's a marker on that first one that I shared that you can tell, like, there's like, what is that supposed to be Hebrew? Like, I don't know what kind of text that's supposed to be. It's clearly not English alphabet. So that's that marker. This was AI generated. The problem is, friend, those markers are not going to exist in a year, maybe. And what do we do then? Like, it's only a matter of time if we don't figure something out around this stuff before a war starts or an election is decided from a viral fake AI piece of content. Like, what do we do as a society if a video goes viral of, say, Senator Mark Kelly telling someone to assassinate the President Trump. What do we do? Like if people say, no, this is clearly real, it's videotaped like a hidden camera or something, and people go off, people try to assassinate him and said, like, what do we do as a society? These are real life questions we have to answer, ideally before that happens, in terms of what regulations we need, what we need to do about this technology, disclosure requirements that social media has with very harsh permanent bans, perhaps even some form of digital ID that is required for the use of different social media platforms that identifies you as a real person, that is only your ID, something like a social security number. Our society isn't asking these questions. We're not ready, but we need to be, because these videos aren't real. But we seem to think they are. And that's going to be a problem.
What's up, Sam?
It's tough. It's
What's
tough
up,
to
buddy?
tell. There he is. My man,
You can hear me,
Crockpot.
Yeah.
Hey,
sir.
how you doing?
Some of these
So what
videos,
about
though, it's tough to tell, guys. It's tough to tell which is. I mean, you can get fooled easily. You can get fooled
shit's
really
dangerous.
easily.
It's really
When's-
dangerous.
When's it going to be to the point someone ends up going to jail because you ever see the ones where they like Photoshop a guy like in a grocery store kissing another dude or like stealing something?
Oh yeah.
Like those videos, you know what I mean? Like, what if one of those ends up in a jury thing and all of a sudden, this is in there as evidence and someone goes to jail for something stupid like that, like for stealing or something stupid?
Yes.
Actually,
like
there
that.
is have y'all heard of the YouTuber Johnny Somali? Dude's over in, like, he's an American YouTuber and everything, but he goes to other countries to like stir the pot and everything. He's currently facing a lot of prison time in a South Korean court system due to he used AI to do revenge porn against a fellow creator. Because and not just anyone, but a very big South Korean YouTube creator. So like he's facing upwards towards like between 30 and 50 years because of everything, to the point he even got deported from Japan and he's not allowed to go back.
Wow.
So people have definitely been weaponizing AI and everything.
Well, not only that, but like, all right. So we were just talking earlier. We were talking about the George Floyd thing, and it's like some things just weren't adding up when it comes to like masks at that time, and then here's speaking of masks, I'll show you this real fast. But like I have a whole thing with just videos of people with masks on and stuff. Like this guy, it looks like he's. Oh, never mind. I thought he was a mask. This is the lady that was interviewing, I think, George Bush, the dad. She was the CIA intelligence person, and she like wore a mask up front of him, and he didn't.
He didn't recognize her, right?
Yeah, but like, look at stuff like this. Oh no! But did you see what the guy's face looked like originally? Watch. This has no audio to it at all anyway. I think it had music, so I won't let you talk. But like, look how easy it is to, like, you get a silicone mask. I mean, you could be a bank robber. You could be a freaking podcaster. Like, people can't, I doubt people would even be able to tell.
You could be a president.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. There was a bank robber that did that. Was it an A&E documentary? It was one of those. But yeah, it was back when they first started doing the silicone mask. He just went around robbing banks with the mask on. He put that, and it was an old man mask. Let me see if I can find the guy's name.
He was on America's Most Wanted and everything, that guy.
Yeah.
I wonder if it was like this guy here.
Yeah, he looks similar to that guy right there. Yeah.
And it's like a whole torso too. So it's like, I remember seeing stuff like that where they were putting him in the back of the ambulance, and it was like, it looked like it was only the torso, like chest up only. And they were like, where's his legs at? And when he was on the gurney, and it's like his legs didn't even look like they were sticking up or anything from being on the gurney, which was.
Do you think that's what they were what they were doing with Biden, putting the mask on. I mean, there was like a
dude, he
7-foot
was a
Joe
robot.
Biden at one point.
Yeah, here's this one. Look at his eyes. They're like inside. Dude, I'm telling you, I got videos on all this stuff. If you guys Psy-Ops, I got freaking symbolism and music, movies, Hollywood. There's that one. I mean, look at this guy. Yeah, it's like, do you see that cheese pull?
That's all.
It's that stuffed crust. And I mean, like,
It's
this is
easy
the guy
to
that they thought was they thought this guy was Biden. He was a famous actor. But this is the 7-foot tall one, I think.
Standing next to Jill, he's like a 1.5 taller than his wife.
Yeah, and look how much further he is. Oh, I was gonna say, look how much further he is standing up in front of her, but yeah, like that one. But then that one, they think it's this guy, Struan Rogers, one of the many faces, someone we know. He's a famous actor, supposedly. I've never heard of him, but I guess he was on Game of Thrones.
They definitely use doubles for these guys, but
oh yeah,
that's like a known thing. But some of them were just make.
But
like,
then you
who
look at
knows who knows if he's even still alive?
Yeah, no, he's a goner, I'm sure. But like that one, this one looks like Glenn Close. Oh,
what the?
It looks like Glenn Close right there. Sarah playing into
the face. Man, Ed Gein would be having a great time with the shit we got today.
Yeah, really. But I mean, like, these people could easily do this, and if all they have to do is pay, I don't know, for a mold. I mean, they even have that new show that's kind of like a new Mrs. Doubtfire mixed with like Kenny Powers, like Chad. Oh, it is Glenn Close.
Some girls can do this just with makeup.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, beauticians and then what are they, estheticians or whatever they're called? Like, yeah, they can get to work, dude.
Yeah,
it's false advertising.
Yeah,
So you take them swimming the first time out.
Dude, you see these masks?
Oh,
Dude, these would have been amazing COVID masks. Yeah, you could say the N-word with this one.
That's the GTA NPCs.
Yeah, really.
Shit.
But yeah, those ones are definitely strange, to say the least.
It is a strange times we live in, gentlemen.
Well, not only that, but then you have deepfakes too. Deepfakes were making it crazy. Like people are like, dude, look at this. This is insane. You could put somebody else's face on it, and now all these AI apps have it. And you're like, you're helping them. You're helping people to get desensitized to it, and then they're going to be like, oh my gosh, can you believe so and so really said that? And you're like, I don't believe any of it.
That's when Charlie Kirk happened, dude. I had to watch the video multiple times to see if it was AI or not.
That shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you don't want to watch something like that multiple times. But
No,
I had to because I was like, dude, is this real or is this one of these bullshit someone's posted up again? Because you don't know.
I just left therapy that day when Charlie passed away, and the first thing I did, like, I was driving from base, just got out of therapy, and I cut on and hit this thing, and I was about half, and when that happened, and I damn near wrecked and everything because I was coming up to a four-way and everything. I stopped and all, but like I had to pull over, and it messed with me up. It messed me up pretty bad because I watched Charlie going up since, like, when I say going up, I'm like ninth grade and up. I watched him, and I watched a lot of political like debaters and everything primarily because I feel like as a young American, just a young man or in general a young adult, we should get more into our politics and the geopolitics, and not for like he said, she said anything. It's better for you to be educated and do
informed.
your own research and do your own education, because you can't trust the right and you can't trust the left, because they're both the same feather of the same shit boat. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like both of a feather flock together. And as
Yeah.
far as I said it once a day, I say it again. All politicians is a compound word. It's broken up between poly and ticks. Poly meaning multiple thereof, and ticks, blood-sucking parasites. So you have multiple blood-sucking parasites in DC. Can't trust none of them.
Sam dropping knowledge.
That's what it always does, man.
Yeah.
You know, there was
Yeah,
something like
the Titanic.
What'd you say, Nick?
there was something. You know, I'm not knocking, you know, the way it is now. It just does seem a little alien to me. But like, you know, back when I got into conspiracy theories, and not saying that like, you know, it was fucking any earlier than anybody else, but like, you know, I would say even around 2010, a little bit earlier, up until probably like, I don't know, around until Trump started running, I've never seen a side being picked before amongst the conspiracy community. So even when that shit started popping up with people all of a sudden promoting Trump, I mean, I really wasn't even into politics. I did think it was weird that he was running. And I didn't even know he won until someone told me. Like, I didn't pay attention to politics. But I did, like, to that degree, like, at that moment, I was into conspiracy theories for, like, other stuff, kind of.
Yeah.
But I just found it weird. Like, when I started hearing certain shows, like, all of a sudden promoting, like, Trump, I was just like, hey, what the fuck? Like, I thought we always, like, kind of just shit on both sides. I just found that weird. Because
Yeah, like more of like a libertarian movement. Where you're
yeah,
like,
well, no, it
leave
just
it
wasn't
alone.
normal to see shows do that back then.
I wonder if it was like the Q movement. Could that have been like the biggest?
Well,
portion
some of them, yeah, some of them were Q promoters for the most part. Yeah,
Yeah.
like that was kind of the way I guess they brought Trump in, is that they were buying into the QAnon stuff.
Yeah, I think that's how it worked for me. And then we had a guy that was actually like on one of his conspiracy or he had a conspiracy podcast and Discord and stuff. That's kind of how I got started. But he started like, yeah, if you guys want, we could bet on it. And he started like pushing his betting company that he was getting like paid for. So like he got so many people on the conspiracy side betting, and he was like, oh, I'll help you bet and this and that. And he would drop like $5,000 and lose it all and be okay. And we'd be like, man, I just lost $500 or I lost $50. I'd be like, I'm pissed. But he's like, oh, it's fine. You'll win some, lose some. And it's like, no matter how much you followed the guy, felt like I was always down. And felt like he kept telling people how he was always up. And I'm like, dude, I'm doing the exact same thing as you, except for maybe not betting on everything, like betting on like onesie twosies. And I was like, I'm still down. And how are you still up? Like, that doesn't make sense to me. But he was like really pushing the Q movement for a long time. And then all of a sudden he like kind of turned on the whole thing. So it was like he brought everybody into it. And then we're like, yeah, you guys are stupid if you're following. I'm like, bro, you're the one that brought it up to begin with. I wasn't following Q. You just were like saying that, oh yeah, you gotta trust the plan. It's all happening. And I think the one lady that was she had a ton of videos. The follow the cabal lady. Do you remember her?
Okay, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
She ended up dying or something from she probably got taken out, I'm sure, but she was like really pushing for JFK Jr. to be still alive and being like, oh, he's going to come out of the woodwork. And I'm like, what? Like, I don't know. It was kind of cool thinking, but I'm like, it's cool if it's a movie. Like, and then they kept pushing, oh, this is a movie. Just watch. So you're sitting back waiting, and then nothing unfolded into anything that you were expecting. And then they were telling you like, oh, you're just a grifter. Like, go back to go vote for Biden then, or go vote for this person then if you don't trust the plan or you don't trust this. I'm like, nothing's coming to fruition. Why am I going to stress over this? I have nothing to gain from it. I'm losing all of this and I'm not gaining anything from it. I don't know. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I mean, that's why I stopped. I gave up on it after like a few months, maybe 2 months.
Yeah.
Right, this doesn't make sense. Nothing's happened.
No, even to today, it's like, oh man, I mean, the Epstein thing, I think that was the biggest portion of it. Like when I first started getting into it, the Epstein stuff was going on. So we're like, dude, this dude just got arrested. And then they're like, oh, trust me, he didn't commit suicide. And then all of a sudden he's like dead. And you're like, oh, what the heck is going on? And then start hearing about the Hillary Clinton stuff and Bill Clinton stuff. And I don't know. It just was that was
shit.
Yeah, that stuff was all insane to me. So you're like rooting for things to happen. And then when they don't happen, you're to get disappointed. You're like, well, why am I even putting faith into this guy and like holding him up to a higher standard? And he's bought and paid for. And it's like, I was listening to a podcast earlier today, and he was kind of explaining how, like certain things had to happen for things to be where they are today. And the guy was kind of like,
it had to be this way. It had to happen. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, not even that. But well, yeah, exactly. But the one kid was saying like, he goes, Trump had to lose, so then Biden could come in and push this huge push for all of these illegal immigrants. And they're like, well, why didn't that happen with George Floyd? And he goes, well, they didn't have enough immigrants there. And I'm like, I think they did. I mean, if they're talking about the Somali immigrants now, it's like those people didn't just come in under Biden, I don't think, right? I mean, maybe they did. I mean, that was 4 years worth. So who knows if a lot of people came in and went there and set up shop and stuff. But it was like things that don't make sense to me is like Trump gets in, COVID happens. So you're like, okay, those two things, they're like they don't seem like they need each other. Something's off about it for one. But COVID happens, then Biden wins. Well, Trump puts in warp speed, right? Then Biden gets in, and then he goes, everybody in the military has to get the vaccine or else. And you're like, wait, what? You guys were just pushing that you didn't want the vaccine because Trump put in warp speed and you didn't trust him. Now that you're in, you want everybody to get this thing that you didn't trust to begin with, but now you all have it. I'm like, that doesn't make sense. So then they force everybody to get it in the military or else. So I ended up being one of the or else people and get out.
Shit.
And then Trump runs on, I'm going to bring everybody back in that got kicked out of the military. So then he gets back in. He sells it as if he's going to do all that stuff. So that's one of the reasons why I voted for him. I'm like, maybe I'll get my job back and I'll get back pay. Well, then they say, did you get kicked out or did you get out on your own? Well, my enlistment was ending. They didn't let me re-enlist. So it looks like on paper I got out on my own. So Trump ran on, hey, we're going to bring all these people back in that got kicked out illegally, and they have all these cases on them. But now he's back into power, and none of those people are going to get back paid. None of those people are going to be able to get back in because of that. And it's like,
big green weenie, man.
What's that?
The big green weenie. Yeah. What branch were you in? If you don't mind me asking.
What branch?
Because the saying, at least for the Marine Corps, it's the big green weenie of the Marine Corps. We're all getting fucked, and it ain't fun.
No, I was in the Coast Guard, but yeah, just I don't know. That stuff, of all things, that stuff is the part that pisses me off the most. Still, it's like I would have been 2.5 years away from my full retirement and pension, and then it's like, this sucks. I feel like I was, but then big picture, things worked out best. I got to buy my first home. I was able to take my dog back from a buddy of mine that we shared a dog together when I moved across country. It's like, so I was able to help him out and take her. It's like I live 4 houses away from my parents. It's like building a good relationship with my parents. So it's like there's definitely a lot more positives that outweigh the cons of getting out. So, but sometimes it's like, I wish my plan kind of would have went a little bit more to my plan and not out of my control kind of thing.
Right.
If that makes sense. But
hell yeah, brave move, man, to fucking step up and sacrifice all that because of the jab.
Well, the other thing too, it's like I had every single shot but that, and then I'm considered unvaccinated, It's like, you guys making us get I had to take the anthrax shots and all this other crap and boosters for like 2 years just because I was deploying overseas. And then I had to get the flu shot every time. And I'm like, man, every time I'm getting these things, I'm getting weird reactions. I'm not feeling good after. My arm's swelling up. Like, something's off and I don't like doing this anymore. So then when they started this whole thing, we're like, you got to get it now. Everybody's getting it. I'm like, no, that's not how you sell getting something that's supposed to keep you healthy and safe.
Everybody's doing it.
Yeah. I was like, this is the worst. This is the worst peer pressure I've ever heard in my life. And then I had a buddy of mine that I was working with. His wife and stuff and kids were in Canada. So they were like, yeah, you can't travel to Canada unless you get the vaccine. So he goes and gets the vaccine. And then they say, hey, they put a ban on the United States traveling to Canada. He was just like, whoa, I can't even go see my family. I got this for that. And then they started pushing like the whole thing where, like, if you get this, you don't have to wear a mask in the office. So then I was walking in every day with a mask and I was the only one. I was like, well, I feel stupid. This feels like it's a little bit of segregation, if you ask me.
Yep.
But
I had a family member wasn't allowed to go. Got an email that they weren't allowed to go to the Christmas party because they weren't vaccinated.
From work or family?
From a work Christmas party.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like a family Christmas party. Like,
no,
dang.
One of 3 people in the office, they got sent to work in a trailer because it's a construction business. They got sent to work in a trailer.
Jeez.
Basically outside like in a quarantine trailer outside the office, pretty much, like on a job site.
Yeah. That's where I kind of lost all faith in politics. I was just like, man, all these people are like saying that they're going to do one thing. They do the complete opposite, or they start pushing one thing for no reason. I'm like, quit pushing these weird agendas. Let's just get things fixed first. Like, let's fix our funding. Let's quit spending money where it needs to be. Like, quit funding all these other countries. And I feel like that's the biggest thing right now too, with all of the Somalia thing and like the fraud. It's like fraud's fraud, which is bad, of course. But why are they only going after this location of people that are doing the fraud? It's like there's so much more money that's fraudulent elsewhere.
Oh yeah.
Maybe it's a cover up, or not a cover up, but like a mask.
Yeah,
cover
like
up something bigger going on. Yeah.
Because I feel like there's little things that happen. It's like a look over here type of situation. Like everything's a psy-op, and I believe that 100% now. But it's like, hey, the Nick Shirley thing with Somalia. It's like, oh man, we got to get over there, and then they send ICE to go up there. It's like, wait, why are they sending ICE? They could easily send the FBI, but somebody mentioned they're like, well, why don't they have the police go? It's like, well, the police can't deport people if they're illegal. That's what ICE's actual position is. Well, I'm like, why can't they round people up, arrest them, or detain them, I guess, and then have ICE come in and ship them out? But then,
well, now the National Guard's deployed up there.
No. And the other thing too, it's like, all right, for example, I saw the car where the lady was like driving towards the guy. It's like, ole, like, freaking just move out of the way, you freaking turd. Why are you really going to shoot the lady 3 times in the face? And then they tried to say like, oh, well, this is a whole, they're like, oh, he had the right to do this. And then I guess they showed that whatever he is, Tim Waltz or whatever, he put in something in power, or he put something in actual like law saying if somebody does use their car, even if it's not like I don't know. It was like justification. I'm like, well, your own guy put that into power. So
I heard that the cop who got shot was, or who shot the lady was also almost ran over by a protester a few months back as well. I don't know if that was true or not.
I don't know. What do you
yeah,
think, Sam?
He did, because I looked into that. Also, there was another officer. I'm not exactly sure if it was ICE. I just saw the video today. He got hit. Like, you see this person in a white SUV type minivan type deal, and they try to hit the cop one time, miss. He said they even had the radio over it, and he said that the person tried to strike the officer once already. Then they said get out the car, stop, and they back up. Then they do a 3-point maneuver. Then they actually did hit the cop, actually ran him over. and they mag dumped into the driver. They mag dumped into it, then pulled the driver out, and that's where it cut. So, but they even said that they needed an ambulance, and they said they have the suspect in custody and everything. But at that point, like, they already tried to kill a law enforcement officer. So at that point, they're actively an enemy combatant at that point, and I say that because that's the only framework I can try to put it in a way that they're a threat, and you're supposed to subdue the threat no matter what. Keep bound until it's no longer a threat, and I feel like they were justified, because if you try to hit somebody with a 2-ton vehicle, you're obviously trying to kill them. So if they kill you, that stupid games win stupid prizes. You know what I mean? It's sad. I wish it didn't happen, but it's the world we live in. You're gonna have dumbasses on both sides, unfortunately, and like they just attacked an ICE officer a couple of weeks ago with a shovel for trying to go after a person that was on the sex offender registry. He already had a final deportation notice, and the dude was a child molester. So by the people jumping on the ICE agent, they literally defended a pedophile. And at that point, what if you got 9 people jumping an officer for a terrorist to defend that terrorist? You have 10 terrorists. Is the best allegory I can put to. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Are you talking about what is his name? I don't remember his name. I know that Rabbit posted it. Or no, not Rabbit. What the heck is that kid's name? I think it's Anthony Graffio.
Oh yeah.
Y'all know Johnny O'Keefe? I think I know his last name's O'Keefe. I don't know if his
James
last name's
O'Keefe?
Johnny. Yeah, that
James
guy. I think. There was on his Instagram and everything. Apparently, he got a death threat from a number. They gave him license plate. Said, hey, you have an hour to get the fuck out, or we'll kill you. So I feel like that first off is a terroristic threat, and you have the freedom of speech. Don't get me wrong, but you can't say that. You can't threaten to kill somebody and think you're not gonna get something done to you, because that's a threat. And they leaked information on him and everything. So that's big boy charges. You can get life imprisonment for that.
Yeah, I do remember seeing that.
I like the alien light, their conspiracy chaos.
Oh, RGB's light.
I like the alien.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, I think that popped up too when I did the
Stay.
Oh, where is it?
It's not gonna stay. No. I have one too.
Oh yeah, I have it here.
You get to go down here. Stay.
This is when I did the trauma dumping show.
Oh yeah, yep, right in the back.
I got Raj RGB interviewing or doing my therapy session.
That's great. That's cool.
I think I saw that on Instagram.
Yeah, I usually post a bunch of crap. It's like I'll try to knock it out. Now, do you guys want to talk about any other topics that will make the mood better? I feel like I'm like
I'll talk about before I got on, because I think I was like an hour late.
George Floyd.
Yeah, we kept it in Minnesota.
We can change that topic too.
The only thing with, I mean, if you wanted to close out Minnesota, was the most recent ICE shooting today would be the other one, but
was it that guy that I posted?
I think so, yeah.
The guy that had that tried to go for the handgun in the back of his waistband.
Yeah.
This guy, Ari Shafir.
He does look like Ari.
That's Ari Shafir. That's great.
They're trying to bring Ari back. No one knows where he is.
Yeah, really. He's probably in Vietnam.
Rogan's been reaching out to him to try to get him to come back to do the protect our parks.
Yeah. Oh, jeez.
Do you think he's in Vietnam trying to find Bigfoot?
Yeah, really.
I think he's in Thailand with lady boys.
You mean the Navy?
Oh, fuck.
Yeah,
I don't know, man. The Navy loves the red light districts. That's all I'm going to say.
I'll pull up some funny videos just to.
I was gonna say do that or spin the wheel, see what you can come up with.
Oh, okay.
Have y'all heard of Operation Snow White?
No.
Mm-mm.
No,
So,
there he goes. Crockpot's cooking. Here he goes. Starts
So
so
the
slow, and then he gets you with a banger.
So Operation, keep in mind this is with my notes, and I got shitty chicken scratch. But Operation Snow White was a criminal conspiracy hatched and was successfully infiltration of the U.S. government. Well, not just the U.S. government, but 136 government agencies, foreign embassies, and it was to provide private companies carried out in over 30 different countries. So this is an international conspiracy. Done up by the Church of Scientology. So it is actually the largest infiltration in U.S. history, up to 5,000 covert agents that was exposed. This exposed a fellow plot, also called Operation Freakout. But I put in a parentheses P Diddy because it said Operation Freakout. There. In this, they wiretapped / stole documents. They wiretapped all of the federal buildings that they went into. They even federally wiretapped the IRS, stole the notes from the IRS, and planted the people inside the IRS. The 11 church executives, including Mary Sue Hubbard, the third wife of Ron Hubbard, they all pled guilty to obstruction, burglary of government buildings, and thefts of documents and government property. They believe that that their sole purpose was to dig up dirt, and they believe that anyone who criticizes the cult is fair game, and also that there has been multiple alleged murders done inside the Church of Scientology. Such suspected murders. In 2007, Shelley Miscavige was disappeared. Miscavige. I'm sorry.
No,
she was disappeared. Last seen at her father's funeral. Former Sea Org Marines believe that she is being held against her will at the Twins Peak compound in L.A. Her case was closed in 2013 by the LAPD. The LAPD claims to have spoken to her. This is also the same LSPD that has been known for its corruption, such as the beating of what was his name over in LA? They beat the hell out of him.
Rodney King.
Rodney King. This is the same LAPD that did that.
Hmm.
Then you have Lisa McPherson, because it's PH, and the PH makes a noise. So McPherson was a Scientologist in 1995 in Clearwater, Florida. Funny enough, Hulk Hogan had a big presence in Clearwater. But after a minor car wreck, she seemed to be unharmed, albeit she was stripped. The cult stripped her down to her birthday suit in the middle of the street. Paramedics took her to the local hospital. Like, she was unharmed, but she was stripped in the middle of the street. So that's kind of fishy right there. The paramedics took her to a local hospital. Church members who were afraid that she would speak out against the cult convinced her to avoid the psychological help, and that they took her to a nearby Church of Scientology. They took her to a nearby church of the Church of Scientology flag service organization. She was held there for 17 days hostage, where they denied her medical care while her mental state and body rapidly diminished to the state that the medical director stated that this was a negligent homicide. The Florida State FSO, which is I want to say Florida. The Florida State was the FSO, so the church was indicted on 2 felonies of abuse and neglect of a disabled adult and 1 count of practicing medicine without a license. The charges were immediately dropped thereafter. The state medical examiner changed it from undetermined to an accident as a cause of death. The McPherson's family settled a civil suit in May 28th of 2004. A trust was erected in her name to fight the abuse of Scientology and the victims of said cult. A group of citizens called the Citizens for a Better Clearwater renovated an alley owned by the city of Clearwater using donations, which they engraved each brick of said donators. They engraved the name and had it erected in the alleyway. It was about the Coachman. It was behind the Coachman building owned by the church. They have vandalized the memorial brick multiple times throughout the years. They have besmirched this woman's memorial multiple times every year. And not only that, but there has been even a suspected children's death has been attributed to the cult. Alex Jensen, Kato Bulio, and Jeff. Yeah. So there's been multiple deaths atoned to the cult. Notable people is Alex Trunzant. I can't. My chicken scratch is bad. Kuja Bulio and Jeff Travolta. So.
Oh shit.
These are
John Travolta's relative.
I think so, yeah. But these are the deaths of people like children of the cult.
I wonder if that was his son.
It didn't give me much information and everything, but Scientology has connections to child trafficking. 3 individuals who was raised in the cult who escaped as adults have filed suits against one David David Cabbage. Thank you. And 5 affiliated corporations. The files details the abuse that they have suffered. They claimed verbal abuse, forced labor, physical abuse, intimidation, and coercion at both Clearwater, Florida, primary hub, and upon the church's cruise vessel, the Free Winds. And that is all I have on Operation Snow White.
Nice.
Never heard of that at all.
That's more than I had.
Yeah.
The fact that they actually infiltrated the IRS and the Postal Service, and not just our government, but over 30 different countries. And Ron Hubbard was not indicted, just his wife. He was not he was not indicted, and like only his wife and 11 other executives were actually had any charges drawn against them. They pled guilty, but nothing happened.
So Jeff Travolta is John Travolta's brother.
Oh.
His
son is Jet, or his son was Jet, Jett.
Yeah, the name that I had in the book was Jet, Jett.
Oh, okay. I thought you said
Oh,
Jet.
so his son.
Yep.
But his brother was also murdered.
How many people has died around John Travolta?
Yeah, really.
His brother Jeff was murdered. He was not a Scientologist. Let's see what else I can come up with quick for you.
Was he sacrificed by John so he could get into the cult?
Was
it a way that he could boost his career if we do go down that type of rabbit hole?
Like into Scientology, like he could do like self or like a family sacrifice to get a higher level, maybe.
The one that, yeah.
Well, to get the higher levels in the Scientology, you have to pay like a fucking $1 million per level or whatever. At one point in time, Tom Cruise was actually the pope of it, and now there's a guy who's even a higher level than Tom Cruise. But dude, Tom Cruise, they say he claims the way he can levitate and that he can self-heal and things. Like, dude, it's a full-on cult. And the guy Ron Hubbard literally started out before he created this quote-unquote religion. He was a sci-fi writer, and not even a good one. Like, he was a third-rate or second-gen knockoff of H.P. Lovecraft. The dude was trash.
And then we did the spinning wheel of trauma dumping, and we came across symbolism Here's the symbolism video. I don't, like I said, I don't know if you guys are gonna hear it or not. Just let me know.
We're good. Can you hear it?
Nope, not at all.
I can hear it. Well, I can hear the music. Talking about symbolism, I got a quick question for you, gentlemen. Y'all all a little bit older than me. Do y'all remember the early 2000s new metal pose with like Fred Durst and everybody hitting this pose right here?
Yeah.
Like the diamond or
Yeah,
like
what? Like it was like this, like the one hand's in front of the other one, the one like they're leaning back, but every like new metal artist from the early 2000s were all hitting the same pose. Like you have Fred Durst, you got what talk they
Jay-Z.
Toxicity I can't think of their name. But they
System
talk
of the
about
Down.
yeah, System of a Down. They're all doing this. Like they're I don't know if y'all can still hear me, but like their hands are not like this. They're like this, spread out, but one slightly in front. They all look like they're about to fall, like they're bracing themselves. And funny enough, y'all know what band is actually the last band to actually be recorded playing on top of the World Trade Center just a couple months before it fell?
No.
Keep rolling, rolling, rolling. Limp Bizkit. Funny enough, that song, Keep Rolling, it was actually Undertaker's American Badass intro. Honestly, one of the best, because shit, me, if I could, I'd roll up as my intro. Gotta smoke that blessed herb, amen.
And then you guys want to keep spinning?
I'm down. I ain't got nothing else to do. Talking with y'all.
Like I said, I'm off tomorrow, so I'm chilling.
I'm good for a bit still.
Chilling like a vaudevillain.
Oh, I removed it. Dang it. Oh.
Hey, now that we were saying symbolism, you know the buddy of mine that got off scot-free?
Yeah.
His granddad was like the highest whatever Mason. What's the highest Mason called?
33 and a third.
Yeah, he was one of those, right? But he never he didn't flaunt it. It was just he was an engineer, like a big time engineer, and he worked from home, like secretive stuff. Well, when he passed away, we went to his funeral, and the guys, I don't know what the hats are called, the ones that are off like SpongeBob, the tall one with the like little tassel on the top, little skinny hat, like imagine a yarmulke but tall.
Yeah, it's like a fez or something like that.
Yeah, fez. Yeah, that's the Shriners.
Okay.
Oh yeah, just like the Shriners. So there's old guys sit on the front pew of the church, and they're like when we go up and see them. The pastor says his little thing. They go up and do their own little thing, and it's like I wouldn't call it a chant, it's more like a hum, but like like doing some weird like hand motions, and they're all old. These guys are like 85 years old doing this stuff. So they do the little chant. They put something on his chest. They close the thing, and then they get on down. It was the weirdest. I have never. But now that makes me think: did he get off scot-free because of whatever his granddad had going on back in the past?
Could be. Police, a lot of police are Freemasons. They have their own little secret, separate little crew.
There's different like brands though. Like there's guys that'll go around flaunting it, and then you got the guys that won't even talk about it. But then you'll see the ring, or you'll like there was a guy I worked at the dealership. He pulled up. He had like 4 Freemason stickers on the back of his truck. He had the license plate. Pulled up, asked me if I wanted to be one. I was like, bro, no. Like, I'm gonna pass, big dog.
One of my best friends is actually joined the Masons. He's actually a pretty good dude, a pretty good Christian man. So I'm like, you do realize you joined the cult, right? And he just laughs it off. But y'all want a nice little history lesson about the Fez?
The hat?
The hat?
Yeah.
You know why it's actually red?
They just dipped in Christian blood, isn't it?
It was dipped in. They killed so many Christians during a battle that they dipped their hat in the blood of the Christians as a mocking symbol.
Wow. Was it like a Middle Eastern hat or
Yeah,
club? I
it's
guess?
Arabic. It's like
Okay.
Persian.
Okay.
Yeah.
It
Not
kind
a
of
lot
reminds
of
me of the ones from the Flintstones with the fuzzy hat and the horns.
yeah, which funny enough, so the Flintstones is actually inside universe lore is actually connected to the Jetsons. Guess which one actually predates the other one in like the show's lore, not chronologically, but in like tie-in universe. Guess which one actually comes before?
Yeah, the Jetsons comes first.
The Jetsons come first. Also,
Was the Flintstones like post-apocalyptic? I guess.
Yeah.
they are post-apocalyptic, and they also celebrate Christmas. And also, the Flintstones actually broke the mold. They were the first TV show to depict a wife and husband in bed together. They were the first one to depict them in bed together.
Wow. Yeah, Leave It to Beaver surely didn't. I'm sure.
Also talking about cartoons, disturbing fact. If you go back and like, did any of y'all ever watch Rocko's Modern Life?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did any of y'all watch? Did you remember Heifer, like the weird cow looking motherfucker?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he actually makes a cameo in the last episode of Camp Lazlo. He was the Scoutmaster Lumpus, which it's actually pronounced Lumpus, but it's Lumpus. The moose, yeah. He actually is an escaped psychotic inmate and everything, and he actually had Heifer tied up the entire TV show in the closet.
What's Camp Lazlo?
That's an old school show.
That's a cartoon from when I was a kid. So
when
you
you
have
were a
Spider
kid.
Monkey, an Indian, a Indian mammoth, like Indian elephant, and a rhino. Well, he doesn't have one horn. He has like two. His name is Raj. I think that was the elephant. Anyway, it's actually pretty cool. It's anthropomorphic, like animals and everything at a Boy Scout thing. It's pretty cool. I
just sent
like
it to you.
I like a lot of weird stuff. Hell, I have Alf tattooed on my arm, so a lot of my favorite shit actually come from the 80s.
Yeah, you said it's an old cartoon. It's from 05 and 08. I was out of high school.
Man, yeah, I just sent it to you, Code. It's an
I
old
was
school
6
cartoon.
when it first came
Yeah,
out.
I googled it. I saw it. I was like, I don't know what that is. I've never seen it before.
Do y'all remember the show Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy?
Yeah, that was the show, dude.
Yeah, I think I
Old
remember
school.
that one.
There,
But that was way after me too.
Yeah, but
I watched
there's
Doug.
actually a lot of conspiracies in that show. It even like if they predicted in one show like one episode it had Cthulhu and everything in it. Like that entire show is an acid trip. The guy who created it, Maxwell Adam, he is on the spectrum. Like he was real big into like science, not Scientology. Jesus. He was real big into the occult and everything, and he actually put occult symbols in the show, and he even had Iris, the goddess of chaos, which is an actual thing, but it's loosely based on it anyway. But he has like actual folklore, like he shows actual occult symbols in every episode. If you know what you're looking for, you can find them. There's even Aleister Crowley in one episode.
Oh shit!
Like to actually have him in it.
Well, not him, but they depict him in as a cameo. There's because like one of the main characters is the Grim Reaper, the Death, and
yeah.
And they even have like one of the he's not a main character, but he's a side character. Owen, he is a mummy. Through his father's side, he had his grandfather's Count Dracula. He's a direct descendant of the mummy, and he even has like some type of animal hybrid type thing at one point. So, and then they have a secret society of snakes in one episode, which Yeah, I don't even
We
know
were
why.
just talking about St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah. Check us out. I'm about to drop that episode tomorrow.
Nice.
I'm sorry.
No, you're good, dude. Well, I'll play this video real fast for you guys. This is from the symbolism in music. So like I got symbolism in music, I got symbolism, then I think I have symbolism in cartoons, and it could be anything symbolism related. It's just something there. Sometimes it's masonry, sometimes it's occult, I think. Sometimes it's Hollywood, like what they show or whatever, the all-seeing eye or the cover in the face. But here is this video. And let me know if you guys can hear it, okay?
Tory Lanez has been arrested and is facing 20 years in prison, but just listen to some of the things he was saying.
Tory Lanez goes to jail. They gave y'all all the facts of the juice of Tory Lanez going to jail and this, that, and the third, and Megan getting arrested and da-da-da-da. 2 days after that, I get a call from Rock Nation that says, yo, we heard you're going to make a statement about what happened, and it'd be in your best interest if you don't make that statement. So I'm like,
I'm telling you, this court system is not for justice. It's about wins and losses, and they do dirty to do whatever they can. Jay-Z, let me speak to you.
He has kids.
Rock Nation, because my son refused to sign a Rock Nation deal with you.
You guys were able to hear it, okay?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I believe in that. They got to keep the industry running. So like, if you know what I mean, it's all about money.
He also sold his what were those things? NPC
or no?
Oh my gosh, the stupid things everybody was buying.
NFTs.
Thank you.
Yeah. I was like, I know it's close.
Yeah. He was selling his albums as NFTs for like $1. And he only had a certain amount or whatever. And he like all the money went directly to him, so it didn't have to go to any of the publishing or any of that. So he found a way to beat the system. And they didn't like that part either.
All right.
Can you explain what an NFT is to me? I'm just a dumb old country boy from Georgia.
It was literally a picture, dude. Like,
yeah,
it was a copyrighted picture that someone would send to you, and you owned the rights to that picture. That's basically what it.
And some of them got insane.
Is it like how the rich people would buy a blank ass canvas painting for like $1 million and write that shit off?
No,
like,
not
like,
quite.
Logan Paul was buying a bunch of those and selling a bunch of those Pokemon NFTs and shit.
Yeah, like imagine having like a PDF file or like a file that looks like an actual like Pokemon card, but then you could zoom in, and the more you zoom in, it takes you, the picture gets different each time. So like, say you zoom in on the pupil, and you start to get to like the white part of the eye of the pupil or whatever, and it turns into a totally different picture. And what?
That part is called the sclera.
No, I'm just saying in general. Like, say look at the squares that we're in, right? And say you start zooming in on me, and then all of a sudden you get to my face, and then you could start to see a different picture, and then you could start zooming in more, and then that picture changes and gets fuller and fuller. And it was like pictures within pictures within pictures within pictures.
Inception.
What's that?
Full on Inception.
Yeah, but
like
you
the paintings
could
went on full on Inception.
Yeah, but you could own that. And once you got, sometimes they would release them, and you could be the first to buy, or they would only release so many. And then I think that's how the NFTs worked. But it's just like, I don't know. I feel like it's anything. Bitcoin, you give something like value, then who owns the value of it? You know, like, are you going to be like, I spent $2 million on it, it's worth $2 million. Somebody's going to be like, nobody wants that freaking polished turd. Like, keep it. It's a waste. Nobody's going to buy it. And then nobody buys it, and then you're stuck. Or somebody can give it more value and pay with their monopoly money too.
I mean, there was a white chick that sold her bathwater for like $50 a pop. So there are people out there that buy stupid shit.
That's what this is.
Dude. There was the freaking what was it? That chick, what did she do? I don't know. I saw it a couple weeks ago. She just turned 18 and started an OnlyFans, and within a day made like $1.7 million or something.
Yeah, they catch me outside, girl.
Yeah, I think so.
It was something. I seen it on
like
Facebook
too. Yeah, she did something like that too. As soon as she turned 18, she literally was like $2.something million in the first 24 hours.
So
you'd be surprised at what people spend money on, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's wild. That's sad and disgusting to debate, but I just don't understand this generation, honestly. Like,
the fuck did it come from?
Why?
Yeah.
Yeah, really.
It's the thirst trap, man. It's that Pornhub addiction.
It's to confuse the masses.
There's porn free on the internet. Why pay a bitch like $8 to see it? Like, just there's porn on the thing, and if you really go to your dad's, I'm pretty sure he has like fucking magazines under the fucking bed. Or how my dad did it, he had them in the fucking shed. So yeah. Like,
oh jeez, get done cutting grass, rub one out.
Fucking hustling. Fuck, what was it called? And again, I remember when Skinamax was a thing.
Yeah, we all do. We used to watch. I mean, back in our day, they had freaking channels that would come in all fuzzy, and you'd be like, "I saw a boob," and you're like, "I don't know if it was the guy's boob or the girl's boob," but you're like, "Yeah, the scrambles." You're like,
"On the Spice Channel, dog."
And then you would have friends that would come into school, and be like, "I got the box that unscrambles." You're like, "That's not a thing." You're like, "It is. I saw it. I seen it."
Hell, I mean, at 13, my dad bought me a Kama Sutra, so
Indian
each parenting style is kind of
Gosh.
Indian.
I guess it's gonna teach you. You just got this big thick. Jeez, I think my dad had one of those, but he had it hid. Like I found one of those things hidden away. That's one of those big, thick. It's got a hard back.
You gotta pick your words better. It's big and thick and girthy, and it's got a long back.
You said you're gonna hit him with that long stroke.
He's like, I got a putter. He's got a 9. No,
throwing no Diddy in front of that before he started going.
Sorry.
Arkansas got 6 inches of something this weekend. I just don't know what.
Yeah, it's hard and it's cold outside. No, just kidding.
Karma Sutra book.
Yeah, these guys are learning from India.
Got 6 inches of Karma Sutra.
They got the Indian gods all in there with like extra arms, and it's like I don't know what kind of stuff your guys' dads were
I don't
watching.
know what kind of snowman you guys making out here.
Hell, no,
y'all don't do upside down doggy for your first time. This is what I learned.
Oh fuck.
Hell, I don't know about y'all, but I was 5 in there. My dad was giving me pudding cups. You don't need a spoon, figure it out. Gotcha, daddy.
What?
I mean,
when you were 5?
My dad didn't. My dad just gave me the pudding cups. He's like, figure it out. He thought that shit was funny.
Oh boy.
Oh,
you're like, I gotta.
There was a lot of methamphetamine for my dad during that time.
Same was American Pie in those pudding cups.
Yeah, he was.
Funny enough, actually,
they were the Go-Gurts.
I watched every American Pie with my dad growing up. As soon as they dropped, I was watching with my dad. My dad was my dad was 18 when I was born. So as my dad was growing up, I was pretty much growing up with my daddy. So
jeez,
it'd be like that.
You guys both enlisted at the same time.
Oh shit!
But I want to go spin the wheel. Sorry to cut you off, Sam.
You good? I'm just.
You can't stop your crock pot, man. Once he's cooking, you gotta put the top back on and put it on simmer.
Yeah. All right. Empty space between my ears. Says something to do with space.
Hashtag faking gay.
Like, oh, no homo. No.
Pull up a good one. One of the best ones you got.
Yeah, I'm trying. Like, I don't know. Come
Mayday,
on.
I have a blunt but no lighter.
Oh,
brother.
Got blunt. Got weed.
but no ladder. I got Taco Bell. I'll be back,
Mars is
gentlemen.
in Canada. Okay, buddy. Mars is
I don't
in
know, fellas. I think
Canada.
space is a ruse.
Yeah, I question that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, from the moon landing all the way down.
Oh yeah, I don't
They
believe
left,
the moon.
they left the cameraman up there.
Oh, dude.
Oh right, yo, you noticed that, right? There's like a look
Yeah.
of it leaving.
Yeah, they show it leaving, but who the fuck's recording? They left homeboy still up there chilling.
Well, doesn't it even show it landing or no?
No.
I like the India one.
It's like, well, who was there first?
I thought it was a video of it landing on the surface.
I think so. It's like, well, who the fuck is already there with the camera?
Throws the camera out.
Yeah,
dude.
That's just weird.
You know, if you want to go deep, I feel okay, no homo, but the
balls deep.
I mean, wouldn't it make sense to push off like the astronomy thing, space, while also saying that like, oh, the past natives believed the same thing. They had all this stuff that was based off celestial, what do you call them? The celestial patterns and everything.
Oh,
would it make it easier to push it on us to
constellations,
to make it more believable? Yeah, but what if it's all just trash like Stonehenge? Yeah, it's lined up certainly, but with what? Like if space is fake, wouldn't it make it easier for us to believe in a space if that's what they believed in back then? Or do they believe in space and that's just what's pushed on us nowadays?
I think they believe in the stars, but I think they believe that everything revolved around us, right?
That's what would the stars be then? Are the stars just?
I mean, they could be just
fallen angels.
I was gonna say like if there was like some sort of firmament above, it's like, or I don't know. They say the stars, pattern of it could be floating around on top.
That's why they say the stars, when you look up at them, they're actually blurry because it's like when you're looking in a pool, like looking at the light in the pool at nighttime.
Yeah, I've heard that one.
That's how it's blurry. So it's the water keeping the firmament, but keeping the water above, and then outer
you know what
space.
I think it is? I think we're in the Truman Show. Honestly,
that's a possibility.
I really think we are. Like, I think the elite or whatever, the Kabbalah, Illuminati, whatever you want to call them. I honestly think that we're just a game to them. Like they just watch us as if it's like, look at these we are their NPCs.
Yeah,
free roam NPCs. They think they have willpower to do whatever they want, but like, do we really?
Well, look how easy we let them though. Look when they put the pandemic on us. Look how easy it was. People were running. A lot of people ran in line to get them jabs and go back for their boosters and get more and more. So they kind of started taking control at that point. They seen who they could control and who they couldn't. And
they realized they could control a lot, dude. It's scary. The amount of people that just like, or was it like Code was saying about him having to? So you left because of not getting the vaccine? Was that what it was?
Yeah, they pretty much just told me I wasn't allowed to re-enlist.
Well, see, my wife teaches, and they at first they were trying to like on the ropes of doing that, trying to say you had to get like the jab to do it, but then they started bringing in, and this is how they kind of sold it as a fun thing to do. Like you'd go in. I want to call my wife in here to exactly remember what she got. She like won something for them to go in.
They were offering like food. They were like, you get free burgers, fries at Smashburger or whatever it's called in New York.
Dude,
De Blasio
they pull
had
up a truck. They pull up a truck, like they have a food truck, and then they have like a jab truck. So like you got the best of both worlds, I guess. And it's just like it makes you think it's okay to get. You know what I mean? It's like it's sold to you. Like it's just
my
In
biggest
the
thing is
COVID-
like nothing is free, and it's like, of course they're gonna give you something. They're like, oh, this is for your health. Well, why isn't everything else for our health free?
Here's a cheeseburger and a side of myocarditis.
yeah, exactly.
There's a real old wise proverb that says if you're giving something free, it ain't free. You're the product. So I mean, like that's how they get you. And think about it. This isn't the first time that they've done a massive vaccine rollout. You got the Spanish flu and emphysema in 1919, shortly thereafter World War II, World War One. My bad.
Polio right after World War II.
No, polio was like right at the 1900s. That's why in
not the
Delano,
vaccine for polio.
but no, the vaccine for the Spanish emphysema that was wiping that killed off more of Europe than actual World War One did.
Jeez.
We actually got the vaccine for that thereafter, which don't have point. It was seen as the second coming of the bubonic plague, just how infectious it was and killing. And if you really want a actual good disease to wipe out, I say good, hypothetically, not actually good. What you want is actually you want the infectivity of like the susceptibility of the flu, but you'd want like the transmission of like rabies if you want the actual like zombie zombie virus, and it would pass through and it would wipe us all out. Because once you get rabies, you only have like I think 24 hours to get a cure, or you're fucked.
Yeah, it almost makes you like fear
Is
water.
there a cure?
There is as far as
Rabies,
I'm concerned, I don't think there is a cure for it other than a 9 mil.
Bro, because I thought
like once you get rabies,
you were drinking water and stuff.
you can get like a rabies shot.
Yeah, I thought that was more of a preventative thing, because once you get it and like the symptoms set in, you're screwed. Because once like you can't drink water, that there is no curing it. You're done.
Yeah. I just saw that recently. It was like a guy in India that had it, and he was like, they were trying to get him to drink water. He just wouldn't.
Yeah, dude literally freaks out. The dude had a panic attack. You watch him physically shake, and
I'm like, put him under and just freaking give him an IV. Maybe they don't have those type of capabilities there, though.
I mean, no offense, but it's kind of like a third world country. I don't mean that disparagingly, but
No, that's
like,
true.
if I'm a real big reader of books. Have any of y'all ever read the book Old Yeller?
I've seen the movie.
Long time ago, buddy.
I didn't even know there was a movie of it. I've read the book. I read
the movie was great until the end.
Yeah. The thing is, at the very end of the movie, his dad comes back with the pony, and he's like, I don't want the pony. I'm an adult now. Like the whole thing about the book and everything, it's a coming of age tale of a boy. He finally has to become a man. He finally becomes the man of the house and everything. His dad comes back because his
With
dad
the Karma Sutra book.
Good
callback.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sam's
Funny
like,
enough-
quit making fun of me. I'm not making fun of you, I swear.
Hey man, I can't help it. I'm just well educated and very cultured.
No, you're good, dude. You have like all the Asian breeds in you.
I mean, I could have worked great for the CIA. Just throw a sombrero on me, I'd look good. Throw a fucking rice patty hat on me, I could blend in.
Sam, I honestly thought you were white this entire time. I got a buddy that looks just like you, and he's white.
He's
got
It's Sam Bourne, man.
Yeah.
So my mama's daddy was never in the picture. He liked to start families but not keep them. He was through my mom's biological father. I have Japanese, Filipino, and Korean. The fucked up thing is, I look like the spitting image of my great grandfather from 1901. I look like the spitting image of him, but I also look like my grandfather, my dad's dad. I look just like his father. Spitting image. It's weird. I am a spitting image of two of my direct male ancestors on both sides. And me and my cousin, I have not met him yet. I just here recently got to meet the Asian side of the family. But my cousin, you put us next to each other, we could pass for twins. So I think at that point it was just God got a little drunk. He said, copy and paste, copy and paste, copy and paste in my family tree. But
And you did say twins, not trans.
I was gonna say
twins. Hey now.
He's like,
I
me and
am
my
not-
cousin are spitting images. We look like trans. I'm like, wait, what? He's like twins.
I thought I had a
I
window.
was like, I don't think you
so,
look
yeah.
trans at all, dude.
No, dog. But the fucked up thing is, like when I was 8, I had a real bad problem with licking my lips. So they always looked they were always busted, cracked, and bleeding and all. I also had like really long hair. It was to my shoulders. There's a picture of me and my mom side by side. I look just like my mother, and it's kind of fucking scary. I am literally the male. I joke and say I'm the male version of my mother. And when I went back and saw that picture, I was like, maybe I should stop saying that because
That's a trans man.
He's a lady boy. No, I'm just kidding.
I am not Thai. Nope. God made me a man, and I might have fell from God a couple times, but I ain't never fell that far. And I ain't no Revis, and I ain't no Baphomet. You ain't catching no divine hermaphrodite with this one.
Oh boy.
Which is funny because
Nick's like,
divine hermaphrodite Baphomet is actually, if you look at it, he started out coming from alchemical symbol the Rebus, which it's one of the Magnus Opus, one of the 2 Magnus Opus of alchemy, that being the Philosopher's Stone, which its alchemical symbol is what led to J.K. Rowling using it for the Deathly Hallows. But to get the one true Magnus Opus in alchemy, you wanted to create the elixir of life, the Philosopher's Stone, and then you wanted to make a Rebus, which is the divine masculine and divine feminine, into one being, and you would want to infuse them to make a living Rebus, which I find both awesome and scary as fuck, because it's literally man playing God. You're trying to create Adam and Eve in one.
My man Sam can go from talking about Karma Sutra to bath mat in a flick of a second.
Is that the hybrid Kumroth thing you're talking about?
The Rebus?
Yeah, the image. It sounds like something that Heimer Kumroth. It predates the Baphomet thing. Everybody think
which all the Baphomet is just the quote unquote Satanist, which Anton LaVey was a fucking mad schemer. Like, he was a scammer. He didn't even believe in anything. And I say that as somebody who has dated both a witch and I've fucked around and dated a Satanist. I didn't believe it. She was kind of fucking cuckoo. The bitch does. Look, I will say this: grippy socks equal grippy box, and at that point in time, that's all I cared for. This was at the point I fell away from the Lord. I was in the Marine Corps. I was not making the best decisions, but I have learned my lesson. And while the scary goals are sometimes the best and the fun ones, sometimes they bitches can be a little bit too delulu, and you gotta back away. Not all red flags are green flags.
Red flags or green flags?
Yeah, that's really.
I don't know. I might be colorblind. Nah, I'm not really colorblind. It's just red flags look fun to me. So,
Crockpot, baby.
Oh boy. No, that's freaking awesome, Sam.
I just like making people laugh, and if I can tell y'all something about my fucked up experiences and make y'all laugh, then I'm doing something right.
No, for sure. Now I got a question for you guys, since probably close up here shortly, if you guys are cool with that. I mean, I could go on longer. I just had a magic mind a little bit, so I'm good for whatever. But
I'm down for whatever.
Do you have a favorite episode that you have done on your own podcast, and do you have a favorite episode that you've done on somebody else's podcast? Like, you've been the guest, but you've also had on like a really good guest that you would recommend to any of the listeners, which are pretty much just everybody in the group chat and my parents. So, you want to start off, Sam?
I guess my favorite episode I've had on my show was when was when Jacob came on and we talked about alchemy and Mary the Jewess, which was the mother of alchemy. That's one of my favorite episodes that I've done. But I guess one of my favorite episodes I've been a guest on somebody's episode was when I went on the Trouble show, formerly known as Paranormal Radio, and I had dropped about the Titanic in Aurora, Texas. And I am like autistically fucking knowledgeable on the Titanic, like disgustingly so.
And who is Jacob?
Jacob Luke, he's from the Code of Conspiracy and the Cajun
Okay.
Night. Check him out pretty much whenever.
Okay. Cool. Shout out Jacob and Trebles.
Yep, Code of Conspiracy, baby.
Cool. And then Alex, what about you, man? Do you have a favorite person that you've had on, or favorite episode podcast that you've been on as a guest?
The favorite person I've had on so far would be, I mean, it was great having Bryce on, but like, I don't know, man. It was that was fun from the jump. So like, I smoked with Bryce, we chopped it up, had the interview.
You're talking Bryce Mitchell from the UFC.
Yeah. I don't want to like name drop it. Yeah. So he came
So-
on. No, he's from Arkansas too. He's cool. He just wanted to help out the podcast, man. So like he came on. He was awesome. But I filmed with my cousin, so like it was different. I can say it on here because he probably, I don't care if he sees it or not. I didn't mention it. I don't know. Either way, it's like he's like super duper gay. But I couldn't get him to mention. It's hard to get somebody to tell their testimony too, because a lot of people just automatically assume we're going to talk like strict church.
Yeah.
And that's fine. I get it. I don't mind talking church. I'll do it all day anyways. But I like to share people's story. Like, what do you believe you are important for right now? And like he went from his was my favorite to film because I got to see the person he is now. Like he came from like being super out there, like bad, just like the rest of my family. He moved off to Pittsburgh. He actually I don't want to say which episode. It don't matter, dude. He used to wrestle. You might, I don't know. Either way, he used to wrestle in hotel rooms. He's super gay, so he used to wrestle in hotel rooms with like official state representatives and all these other people that they didn't know. So like they're paying him tons of money to come in there and just wrestle him in his underwear in their hotel room. He was on drugs all the time, so like he blew through all the money, got super out there. And then he went to this thing, which amazing rehab. Just watch his episode. I don't want to like say too much on here because like he didn't want to say that on the podcast, but like I wanted to get him on there to say stuff like this. But it's weird. It's neat to see the person he's became. So like he came from being in like his lowest rock bottom to now he's managing restaurants on kind of like what Beale Street is here in Memphis in Mobile, Alabama, and he's like running this fancy hotel. And the last time I seen him, he was strung out bad. So like come from that and to grow into managing all that stuff within like less than 8 years, nuts. That was my favorite episode to do. Now my favorite guest appearance, I love all the guest appearances I've had on like these. Y'all are all amazing. I love Treble Show was great. Miss Janet, she was absolutely fantastic, but I rambled for those 2 episodes and I felt so bad. But my favorite guest appearance is probably the first one, like Hank the Tank and Chef Kyle. That was pretty dope. Like I got to sit down with them. Hank had kind of mentioned I could see like his faith, like he had that spark in his eye, and you see where he's at now. Like that's that's my favorite because like from the very first episode, within 6 months, everything is kind of I don't want to say changed, but it's just I've made a new group of friends. All of you guys are awesome, but like I've gotten to see all of y'all kind of like change bits and pieces of the podcast and just slowly work and grow. And we're all doing it together. Dude, it's so dope. I don't know. The first podcast is like, it set the tone for it. Cause I didn't know what to expect with any of this. And then just I was blessed to be able to meet, like I knew Hank, but be able to like him kind of introduce to Grim and y'all bring me in the chat. And it was just from hit the ground running like that. It made me feel way more comfortable. Like right now, I don't even know if I'd still be doing it had I not got to meet you guys. Cause I was just lost. When I say lost ain't even the word. Like imagine trying to learn the foreign language, but right now I'm trying to know it in 6 months. And that's just like, and y'all have made it a breeze. So Hank the Tank and my episode 4 are my favorites.
Nice. Cool. RGB.
Favorite guest, man. We've had some good ones. Deplorable Janet was a really good one. We went deep in the pharmaceutical side of things with that one. And then Mark from My Family Thinks I'm Crazy.
Yeah.
Was really good. But I'm going to have to say an episode we actually haven't released yet. We just recorded it last Thursday. Should be coming out this week. Was Dylan Wren from Conspiracy Social Club.
Oh, nice.
He's co-host with Sam Tripoli on Conspiracy Social Club. He used to be with Brian Callen, but Dylan stepped in. And it was cool because we kind of went behind the scenes and got to know a little bit more just about him, how he got into the conspiracy side of things. You know, he kind of pushes back against Sam a lot and shit like that. So it was a cool conversation. He's a funny dude as well. He's got a good comedic side to him, a real dry sense of humor. So that was a lot of fun to record that one. Because I listened to that podcast for years. So being a fan of the podcast and getting a chance to have him on. And then the next one we got set up, if everything goes according to plan for tomorrow, we got XG coming on. So hopefully the schedule aligns like it should. That's another one we'll be dropping soon. So trying to do our thing over chaos. But my favorite episode I've been on was this is a smaller podcast as well, was the Broken Truth podcast. It was the first conspiracy appearance that me and Mike did from Conspiracy Chaos. And we talked a little bit of everything he's from Vegas, so we talked a little Vegas shooting, Area 51, all that kind of stuff. So
nice.
Good little appearance over there.
Now, have you guys all three been on a show before?
Not all three of us together, no.
Okay.
Anthony's always got stuff going on he's got 2 kids, so we always try to. He runs on a tight schedule, and Mike working 2 jobs as well, so it's tough for those guys.
And Nick, last but not least, man.
Oh, I've been sitting here thinking the whole fucking time. These are hard questions.
Oh, I'm sorry. And you can name multiple. That's fine. Or none. No, I'm just joking.
Yeah, right. I thought of one way of being cheesy. Like, well, you said like favorite show. Like, well, I was gonna pick a solo show I did on my end and not even choose a guest. So much to choose.
Sometimes those are the best ones. You're like, I'm good.
Well, yeah, I can control exactly what's said. Of course, it's gonna be.
Yeah.
I probably like my Robert Flood video I did. That was very important to me because it showed an alchemist from the 1600s or an occultist, however you want to call him. Drawing the eyeballs and the brain and the blood.
What episode is that?
Robert Flood.
I'm definitely gonna try to go and listen to that. Anything alchemy, and I'm a whore for it.
Oh, dude, I have tons and tons of stuff. There are tons of alchemists on my that I've covered solo on my show. Tons of them.
You ever heard of Nicholas Flamel?
Say that again.
Nicholas Flamel.
Yeah. I haven't covered him, but yes, I know who he is. Yeah.
He's all throughout the
he shows up throughout the Renaissance a lot.
Yeah, he also shows up in like Harry Potter. Because he actually is the father of in that he's credited with making the Philosopher's Stone, though he was the first one to have tried. And actually, a lot of people believe he's the only one that it's highly speculated because there's no proof. But a lot of people believe that he actually perfected it, and that's why he shows up like throughout different parts of like the timeline and everything. Because a lot of people think there's a lot of thinking that that when he eventually did die and everything, that the Count Saint Germain he actually comes from the House of Flamel.
He was the last person to be a patron of the Medici family, I think, too, Saint Germain.
And he when he was born, hold on. He was also talked about being seen in the French Quarter down in Louisiana in the hotel room that he allegedly was renting was filled with human blood and everything, which is a key ingredient in the Philosopher's Stone. But there's also theories that he was also a vampire too. So
shit.
I think one and the same. I think that because it is the Philosopher's Stone does require like human life, and immortality is a curse and everything in the grand scheme of things. I think there is a link to vampirism in alchemy. I think that the vampirism, the Homo vampiris, or however you want to call it, I think it was a curse, not just from God to like Judas, but I believe it was literally a curse, a side effect of fucking with alchemy.
I don't. I sure believe that there's. I'm just getting a quick selfish plug. When it comes to vampires, real quick, I'm sure there are people who think they are vampires, but I actually did cover on my show how I'm almost like I almost put my life on it that is tied directly to TB and rabies scares throughout different parts of the world. That all of a sudden these people pop up, and at one point in like the England area, all these people all had tuberculosis that they buried, and now all of a sudden they think like it was like fucking almost like a way. It was almost like the first COVID. We're gonna think of a way to handle these fucking people and like tell them to calm down, and we're gonna do X, Y, and Z, and they'll think they're safe now. Like the courts literally got involved. It was fucking really weird. You start looking into the whole vampire shit.
Yeah, but tuberculosis is it comes from livestock. Like that's why like it happens all throughout like Midwest, like the Wild West and everything. Livestock towns, a lot of people get it. It's from the fecal matter of like and actually.
Sorry, go ahead.
In Greek mythology, like their vampire myths, that you'd have to get one. Like to put it at rest, the best way to like subdue one is actually put it on an island because it couldn't go past running water. There was in Romania, quote unquote, the home.
I think
of
that
the
was
vampire.
one place I covered actually was Romania.
They would drive a stake into the chest, pin them to their coffin, cut their heads off, and put rocks in their mouth.
Yeah.
And they also believe to be buried, like if you buried one, you would want to bury it upside down in certain cultures. That way, they would tunnel. They wouldn't tunnel up and out the 6 feet. They'd actually tunnel about 18 feet deep. But there's even an American grave site that has iron bars and cement over the grave and iron bars up and over it. If I'm not mistaken, I think that one's in Tombstone, though I'm not exactly sure. Like the shit's wild, and I thoroughly enjoy it.
Sam dropping knowledge.
Yeah, the one that you mentioned, whatever, the one with the things in its mouth, that ties back to TB also.
The rocks.
No, a way that they even was telling people to get rid of TB. They literally had places that you could go to. They had livestock there. They're cutting the motherfucker's throat and actually draining the blood from the throat into cups and giving it to people. So they were even making people drink blood. And then that's where they got the idea from and started coming up with the vampire look because of these people drinking blood. It was all like kind of like fabricated. Like I hate to say it, but it's all like made up from different situations going on.
But the legends of the vampire has been evolving along through human history since the beginning of time. You have the Greeks. You have the Greeks.
See, it all depends on how you look at it. If you look at the vampires that we're actually doing today, and that's what I even argued on my show, they have to die and come back. All these other little things we like pointing out and saying it's a vampire, they never died and came back. That's the whole missing part. That's why Vlad isn't even mentioned in my thing, because the motherfucker never died and came back.
Well,
that's whole pretension to where vampires came about. They were coming out of their graves. They had to die. If the death isn't in the story, it doesn't count, in my opinion.
There's that, but they also like along with the vampire bearers and everything. There is I want to say up north. I can't remember what state, so I feel bad. But like they it was like after a daughter died, like a teenage woman died during like the winter. They buried her deep and everything. They buried her and the ground froze over and everything. And then her family, like her mother, father, and brother and everything, they started like wasting away. Like they started losing weight and they started like getting real sick and everything. Well, anyway, so they ended up like one of them had like ended up dying or something. Had like weird puncture marks. They ended up going and and digging up this skull. And like this is before like we had modern science. So her hair grew longer, her fingernails grew longer, and there's blood by her lips and everything. We would know that now as decomposition. They thought,
was still alive.
yeah, and they thought, well, the bitch is dead. And they're dying. He has puncture wounds on his neck. She got blood on her lips. Her hair's growing and her nails are growing. That broad's alive. All right, bring an axe. We're gonna chop this bitch up. So that they full on went Sweeney Todd. They chopped her up.
Sweeney Todd.
One of the only musicals that's worth watching.
I saw that actually.
I mean, Helen Bohemian Carter. Good lord. But
real quick, just before he keeps going, my favorite podcast I've been on was Trouble. Real quick.
Oh, okay, cool. Thanks, Nick.
It's all you now.
Oh, yeah, where was I? Oh yeah, vampires. They ended up chopping her up. Then not only that, though, the Strigoi, which is the Russian folklore of the vampire, they believe the only way to actually get rid of that one is to carve its heart out and burn the heart until it's nothing but ashes. And out of that, the most famous story is about one of the czars. There was a guy on the way to one of the czar's parties and everything. He was he was a soldier. He ended up going out, leaving post or something. He gets cursed. He gets followed by the Strignoli. He spends 3 days with him, not knowing that he was a vampire until the third day, because weird things was happening throughout the night. And he ends up seeing this. He shoots the Strignoli. Strignoli falls down dead, comes back, and it is actively haunting him. And he eventually talks to like the I don't know what the Rusky medicine woman is called, but essentially a Rusky's medicine woman. And she says, well, you got to burn its heart. Well, he shoots he shoots it. There's a fight ensues. He burns the heart, and throughout the heart comes out frogs. And at that point, he was told, hey, whatever comes out of the heart, you must keep in the fire, or it's just gonna respawn, and it'll create the heart, and the Strignoli will come back. So he ends up burning all of the frogs, burning everything, keeping it contained in the fire, because he knows that even if a single if it morphs into something like a flea gets out, he's gonna have to do it all over again. Well, he ends up doing it, but on the third, when he finally burns everything, it said that a guttural, high pitched shriek came from the heart. It finally burned away to the ashes. And that was the only true way to kill essentially a Russian vampire.
Didn't they all have the craziest ways to get rid of them? There was one, I can't remember the area, but they were literally cooking cakes with the blood from it. I'm like, that makes sense, and then eating it. I was like, who the fuck came up with that one? To not become a vampire, you're gonna make a cake out of its blood and eat it. Or no, smear the blood on your face too. I'm like,
I mean, so instead of to kill a vampire, you must become a Wendigo, eh? To kill a vampire, you must become a cannibal. That's a wild one. They also, funny enough, in certain indigenous tribes, even American indigenous tribes, everyone knows the Donner Party, right? So there shortly thereafter, during the Donner Party, there was the natives would talk about the Donner Party, say even the white people got lost up in the mountains, and funny enough, actually they actually did eat human during that party and everything. They had to, but the one guy that held out the longest, who finally did break down and eat human meat, he was the only one to actually contract a Wendigo virus, which is a mental thing that he, no matter what he ate, he was hungry. He eventually killed 2 guys and ate them. If I'm not mistaken, he because his wife and kids, they survived. But if I'm not mistaken, he did eat. He ended up killing and eating his family.
Jeez.
And he was the only one to eat human meat during the Donner Party. And he's the only one that a majority of the people ate the other people, which, I mean, I'm not going to judge him. That you got, well, if you're starving to death, you're going to do some weird shit. But he's the only one who could not stop eating human meat.
So Jeffrey Dahmer was a time traveler because they had the Dahmer party before he was born. But
No,
he was
Dahmer,
the first.
Donner, not D-A-H-M-E-R.
I was like, Jeffrey Dahmer is a time traveler. That's the biggest conspiracy I've ever heard in my life. I was like, this is so cool. I'll just mess with you, Sam. Dude, you're dropping freaking knowledge, dude. I gotta like have you on again just to break this down a little bit easier for me because I'm like, this is insane. It's so much information.
Yeah.
You guys want to do some conspiracy theory trivia?
Yes, please.
I got 5 questions. Is Raj still there or is he frozen?
I'm here.
Oh, you were looking down, like didn't move at all. I'm like, I think you froze.
Perfectly still.
Yeah. I was like, oh my gosh. You should have been like, oh, I'm frozen. All right. So I got 5 different topics. And I got 5 questions for you guys, and they're all multiple choice. There's tech, there's random, there's aliens, there's schemes, and then there's mythos, which is like myths and legends. So the first one is first question is tech. I'll read the question, give you guys a multiple choice, give you times to give me each your answer, and then I'll let you know who won that round or that question. So this first topic is tech. Born December 26, 2002, what did CloneAid Corporation name the first human clone baby?
Fuck.
A. Hannah, B. Eve, C. Morgan, or D. Lucy? And I could read all the questions and the answers again. But Nick, you want to go ahead first, or?
Oh man, fuck.
And I could read them again. No, but
Eve.
No,
I know that's probably
so B. Eve. All right, and Raj.
Lucy.
That's what I wanted to
Lucy.
I don't know.
Sam.
B. Eve.
Okay, and
I feel safe.
Alex.
I'm going with RGB. I'm going Lucy.
Oh,
I think
shit.
Lucy sounds
Oh
right.
shit.
Oh man, 2 versus 2. It's
shit.
actually B. Eve. So
Fuck.
Nick and Sam are on the board.
I was going with the Lucifer aspect of it.
Yo, that's what I was like. Yo, I have a feeling it's gonna be Lucy though.
Well, I went with Eve because it'd be the most blasphemous, and they always
Yes,
try to
it just would make sense, right?
Right. Either one.
And CloneAid is a
Yeah.
real place. We did a
No.
podcast with Suburban Mama, and it was like a 2-part series. It was called I think it was called like Bag Babies, cloning bag babies or something like that. It was pretty gross.
Are they the ones associated with the Raelian cult?
Yes. Yeah.
Weird.
And wasn't it President Bush Jr., so the grandson, wasn't he the one that he legalized human cloning? He said that we cannot morally accept cloning of human. No, he said we cannot morally justify it. Which there's a good book that I highly recommend called The House. Sorry, I had Taco Bell. The book I highly recommend is called The House of the Scorpion, which it talks about the exact reason why we shouldn't have human cloning. It talks human organ harvesting and everything.
Jeez. Yeah, I mean this was 2002, so maybe he did approve it for a little bit.
It won't surprise me. Hell,
Yeah.
Prescott Bush, his grandfather, was a key player in the bonus army, and actually tried to use that as a fascist coup to overthrow Herbert Hoover in the 1930s.
Oh, Hoover. Okay. Jeez. I was thinking Roosevelt. Okay. The next topic is random. What popular cartoon characters were designed to represent blind obedience to the Illuminati? A. The Minions. B. The Smurfs. C. The Rugrats. Or D. The Peanuts. You want me to go ahead and ask again? So, what popular cartoon characters were designed to represent blind obedience to the Illuminati? A. The Minions. B. The Smurfs. C. The Rugrats. Or D. The Peanuts.
I'll guess.
Okay.
Oh, Smurfs.
So, okay, you got B. Smurfs. RGB.
I'm going Minions.
Minions. Okay, A Minions. Sam.
The Minions.
Okay, the Minions.
I actually
And
got
Alex?
something about the Smurfs. Oh, we can talk about later.
I was about to say I'm going Minions, but the Smurfs they're communists, ain't they? If I'm not mistaken.
No, they're actually well, they do have ties to that, but it was actually a talk about the Ku Klux Klan because they symbolism is actually Papa Smurf's actually the imperial wizard because he's the only one with a red hat. Everyone else has a white cap, and Smurfette, being the clone, is the only female Smurf originally. Then you have Smurfette, but Gargamel was a stand-in as a stereotypical Jew, and he was the bad guy and everything. That was the thing about it, and that's actually why it got taken off of syndication, off of Boomerang on TV in 2000.
Nick, you said the Smurfs.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody that said the Minions got it right. Sorry,
Yeah.
Nick.
I had to go with what sounded the most like.
Clearly, was something
obvious
fucked up with
answer.
the chick. So
Yeah, everybody's on the board though. Sam with 2. All right, so this next topic is aliens. This is number 3. In 1973, members of what space station reported seeing and photographing UFOs? So in 1973, members of what space station reported seeing and photographing UFOs? A, Tycho Station, B, Skylab 3, C, ISS, or D, Starbase 1?
was one of them Tycho Station?
Yeah. A.
It's really interesting. Tycho Brahe, I guess.
Is that your answer, or do you want to pick something
No, I
else?
was just wondering that. I was like, that's got to be for him.
I've never heard of any of these.
I'm wondering if that's actually a real station since they named it after a real person who's known for astronomy.
I'll say the ISS.
Okay. RGB with ISS.
I might go with that too, actually.
Okay. Sam?
I'm gonna go with ISS too because I think isn't that one like mostly done by American with only one that actually has a flag on the moon, allegedly. I mean, we speak freedom units around here, son.
Supposedly.
Yeah, but was it the first that released one or the first that took one?
It just says in 1973, members of what space station reported seeing and photographing UFOs?
Because I don't think ISS would, because they're so against releasing UFO. I don't think that they would do it. What are the other ones?
A, Tycho Station, B, Skylab 3, C, ISS, or D, Starbase 1?
I'm gonna go with Starbase 1 because it sounds like a space movie, like a Star Trek.
Like Stargate.
You guys were all wrong. It was Skylab 3.
Oh, at least it wasn't Tycho.
And I don't know what any of those are. I never heard of any of these things. So I'm like,
I didn't know International Space Station. That's the only reason I went with it.
oh, that's what ISS stands for. Oh my God, I'm retarded. Okay, this next one is schemes. Leonardo da Vinci and Niccolo Machiavelli plotted to steal what from the Pisons? Pisons? A, the Mona Lisa. B, the Peacock Throne. C, the Philosopher's Stone. Or D, the Arno River.
Well, automatically it wouldn't be the Mona Lisa since Leonardo da Vinci was painting that up right up until the last few years of his life because he never quite got the touches he wanted. So you can go ahead and do the process of elimination, knock that one out. Wow. And the Philosopher's Stone, that's an alchemical thing. It would take about around 7 years, hypothetically, to actually create. And I doubt that. While yes, Da Vinci was a Renaissance man, I highly doubt he would try to steal one. I think he would just try to make one. So I'm not gonna go with that. I'm gonna probably go with it ain't the river. So what's the other one?
The Peacock Throne.
I'm gonna go with the Peacock Throne.
Okay,
I'll go with that too. Fuck it.
He's like telling you all the reasons why he's going with different answers.
What was the other one? The stone? What was
That's the A, the Mona Lisa, B, the Peacock Throne, C, the Philosopher's Stone,
I'm
or
gonna go with
D, the
that one
Arno
just to
River.
be different.
Okay.
Now,
Now,
see, if it was the Philosopher's Stone, this kid would know about it.
Yeah.
You ain't shit. You're right.
I got another.
It's
I learned
serious.
another fact about Titanic today. RGB.
Oh man.
Alex,
Couple
down
weeks,
there.
buddy.
I'm
Couple
gonna
weeks.
go,
Right during the chaos. Can't wait.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with the Peacock Throne just because I've never heard of it.
Okay. It was D, the Arno River.
No shit.
God
Look
damn
at
it.
that.
How you
I
steal a
don't
river?
know.
Like, how you gonna steal an entire fucking river?
No clue.
You gonna dam it
No
up?
freaking clue. These are all fake and gay. All right. This last and final topic is mythos. Who did Britney Spears sell her haunted mansion to? A, Madonna, B, Paris Hilton, C, Brittany Murphy, or D, Katy Perry?
D for Demon, Katy Perry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Katy Perry. Yep.
Okay.
I'm going B.
Paris Hilton.
Paris Hilton.
Okay.
What was all of them again?
A, Madonna, B, Paris Hilton, C, Brittany Murphy, or D, Katy Perry? And the question is, who did Britney Spears sell her haunted mansion to?
That's all. I'll play Katy Perry. I'll go with that.
Okay. All of you were wrong. It was Brittany Murphy.
Oh, shit.
Who was Brittany Murphy?
Brittany
Was
Murphy
that,
used
was
to
that
be
the
on.
mold, was that the moldy place that she lived in? That
I
she
don't know.
originally caught the ammonia from?
Brittany Murphy committed suicide. She
Ooh.
ended up,
Oh, she
right? Didn't she
suicided.
commit suicide?
No, she got
well,
pneumonia.
Oh, I thought, or maybe her husband committed suicide, and then she died right after. It was something crazy. But she was on Clueless, and then she was Eminem's
She was on
girlfriend in
8
8
Mile.
Mile.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was
Wait,
in
was
other
she the
stuff too.
blonde
just-
chick from Clueless? Like the main chick?
No.
No.
Her friend, she was kind of chubby back then. Like she didn't look, she wasn't very pretty back then. I mean, for me, compared to everybody else on the show,
Yeah,
I used
8
to love
Mile.
the black chick. She was my favorite.
Yeah, she was more probably known for 8 Mile. I'd say
Yeah.
most people would know her for.
Wait,
So the
Clueless girl.
Was she the chick that screwed all of the free
Eminem's
world?
friends.
Yeah, the homie hopper.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you can't make her a housewife.
Yep.
No.
And then I think she died not too long after that movie came out.
Yeah.
That's sad.
But the winner of the conspiracy theory trivia game is none other than Sam.
We wouldn't have to give to anybody else. We gotta get this guy a crown.
Oh, shit.
Thank you. Good game.
We gotta get him a crown.
Yeah. Burger King.
Hey, if you notice, because of the blessed herb, I look real Asian right now.
You said it, not me. But hey guys, thank you so much for coming on. I'll have to get you guys' address and stuff too. I'll send you out a free Yeti mug because we do conspiracies and Yeti's a conspiracy.
Oh, shit.
Put the Street Fighter 2 logo, or we got the G.I. Joe logo, or I got the Nintendo logo. I got a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle logo. I'll fill it up with a bunch of random stickers.
How about that? Did you guys see the speaking of
Nice.
turtles? You see that conspiracy?
The Ninja Turtles?
Yeah, that the reptiles that love pizza live under the fucking in the tunnels under the city. Yeah,
And their best friends, the media.
Yep.
Oh, April O'Neil. I had a huge crush on her back in the early 90s.
She was
I mean, the 2003 animated series is the best series besides the 90s movies. So if you go back and actually read the original comics, the Ninja Turtles are actual ninjas. They don't just be knocking everybody out, but they actually kill in that comic series. Though in the 2003 animated series, the guy Tom Kennedy, who plays SpongeBob, plays Donatello, and in one of the first episodes, every one of them actually go for a kill shot before they realize that the enemies were robots. They immediately went for the kill shots, which was kind of dope at the time. And actually, the reason why in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Secret of the Ooze, why Casey Jones isn't in the movie is because Mothers of America actually boycotted it because they said that that Casey Jones made their sons too violent. They were scared that it would promote violence.
Jeez. And have you seen this comic at all? They're going to turn this into a live action movie.
They're actually turning it into a rated M video game, and I'm thoroughly excited.
Yeah. So no spoilers. If you know who he is, don't say which Ninja Turtle he is.
I would not do that because that'd be a dick move. And I'm all for lore, and I enjoy people actually learning shit and seeing like their reactions. So when that game or movie drops out, I'm actually gonna try to post together a roundtable for that, and actually, I just want to see everybody's reactions and actually talk about it, and like get everybody's live reactions because that would be fun as fuck for me.
For sure. Cool. Well, you guys got any last words? You want to say where we can find you? I'll start with Nick. I'll get this going for you too.
The Occult Rejects, YouTube, Rumble, BitChute, all major podcasts, and we also have the Occult Research Institute.org. If you like reading, there's tons and tons of stuff on there to check out for free, so you can check that out as well. Thank you very much.
Yeah, dude. Thank you so much. I'll put your link down at the bottom and everything. Sorry, I was trying to pull it up. You talked.
I think I have a link tree that has everything on it.
Yeah, I'll post all that stuff. I'll set up each link. Unless it's freaking YouTube, for some reason I can't share links. I don't know what happened. I don't know if I got spanked.
You collabed. I got the collab you sent me for the video.
Yeah, I could do the collabs, but I can't do the I can't post links in the description of the videos anymore.
You can only do it in the story on Instagram. Oh, you're saying on YouTube?
Yeah, even on YouTube, like the description and stuff when you do the videos.
Oh, you gotta write in. You gotta send. Have you wrote into them?
They had me take a picture of my freaking driver's license and send it in, and they never approved it.
You might have to do. I sent like an email in, and then it approved. I'm gonna have to go back on my settings to show it. But I sent. I'm retarded, and I sent 2 pictures of the front of my driver's license instead of a picture of the front and back because I thought it didn't. I thought it didn't register the first picture, so I was like, oh shit, I'll just take another picture.
That's what I did too. Then
I was like, oh, well, and then it declined that, so I emailed in, and it gave me another check mark. So I can still add links back in now, but it's just for 3 episodes I couldn't get links in.
That's probably what it was. I probably just did the face of my license, which I freaking hate that so much. I hate it's like let me just post whatever I want. You guys are so censored. But and then Rod, you wanna say where everybody can find you at?
Conspiracy Chaos. Check us out on Instagram, YouTube, X, Twitter, whatever it is. And every Tuesday and Thursday we drop new episodes over there. So check us out.
Cool. Sam, Webb of Mysteries. Dropping all the knowledge.
Thank you. You can catch me on Spotify at Webb of Mysteries. You can also find me on Instagram at Webb of Mysteries. So it's all one word on Instagram, and I'm actually gonna try to do up a YouTube channel for it here soon. I don't know how long that's gonna last because I be dropping spicy knowledge, and some people don't like that.
All the vampires are gonna hate you. No,
oh no, not just that, but
tuberculosis.
Well, hey man, that RIP to a little one. I fucking cried. That is the only video game I have over 2,400 hours in. I have over 2,000 hours. It just and like 1,900 hours of that is just in the story mode. The highest I got was 97.5% of completion of the game, and that's but that's everything in the game. I no life that game when I was drinking a gallon of whiskey like every 2 weeks. So
holy crap. Yeah, Red Dead Redemption 2. Shout out. No. And Alex the Great, man. Tell us where everybody can find you.
Y'all can find me at the Testimony Podcast, YouTube, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, everything. Just you can follow the link tree. It's the Testimony Podcast. You know the link tree, HTTP, whatever, colon. You know the little things. And but it's the Testimony Podcast. Instagram is the testimony.podcast. If you want to share a story and you have always felt like you were misheard, or if you just feel like you have a story of transformation, y'all come holler at me. Now, I want to say, you guys are all awesome. Nick, it was glad to finally meet you. I've seen you in the chat, but I haven't had a chance to actually like link up with you yet. You're awesome.
Yes. Thank you. You too, man. It was good meeting you.
Absolutely. Now, when I finally get more merch in, I would like to help out the group chat. You know, stuff's kind of expensive, so I don't know if I could send out like 25 shirts, but one of these days soon, I'm gonna send out something. If it's just one sticker, I'm sending something to everybody. You guys rock.
For sure. All right. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. This is a Code Conspiracy of a Dead Man from the SpeakInCOAD Podcast. Stay safe, stay blessed, and stay safe, stay blessed, and keep on questioning. We out.
The big club, and you ain't in it. You and I are not in the big club.